Hello. There it is. There it is. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I got a new device, an audio device, a while ago. It's the Beacon thing. It replaced the Go XLR, which is kind of a dinosaur nowadays. It's great. However, it does that. Like, basically every other time I wake my computer up from sleep, I need to restart the software because it's not taking input from my microphone anymore. McKenna, thank you for the 35th. We are here to play some Blood on the Clocktower. Live on Twitch and YouTube. Stevie says, first time watching Blood on the Clocktower. I'm excited for you to watch. Hope you enjoy. Is QT playing? I have no idea. But I am walking. My hair is a mess. It's a classic Saturday afternoon / mid-morning. What did he type this in manually? I am wearing earbuds. I can, I think, wear no earbuds, but when I'm communicating with other people in a game setting, I usually aim for, I could try without it, but especially then with the treadmill, it's like, I might have to turn it up loud enough, then it might bleed through the microphone. It's just easier to wear the headphones. And it's not too big of an issue in my current setup. RW, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Robot Army. I got a link from Dwight to join the game. And I got the link, and then all caps, wrong link. And then he sent me another one. And it's the exact same link, except 2 numbers are switched. Which then makes me question, did he type this out manually? Dwight, are you typing out your links manually? I'm going to have to ask him. Card, thank you for the 13th. I dropped episode 8 of the Devil's Plan reactions over on Patreon. If you're interested. I thought it was a pretty fun one. 4 episodes left of the Devil's Plan. Having fun over there on Patreon. Here we go. Cookie, thank you for the 33rd.
Hello. Hello. Also, I can hear you. It's a great sign. I couldn't hear anyone else beforehand.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I can also hear you, so this is great news. Nice to meet you.
Huge. Nice to meet you too.
My name
Okay,
is
what about now?
Perfect.
Yes,
Yes.
hello.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your introduction, Kirsten.
No, it's fine. Yeah, my name is Kirsten. I know it doesn't show properly because I am so technologically
Kyo said.
It's K10. K10
Ah.
said but I had to make a new account because it would not send me anything to log in again on my original account. It just wouldn't send me a code. They didn't want me to be great.
Who is Queen
Hello.
Eve?
I'm so curious.
Wow, Caroline, you can't tell.
I mean, for a moment I was like, oh, Genevieve's joining us, and then I was like,
Yeah,
Wait a
Genevieve's little
second.
busy. Genevieve's a little busy right now. How do I turn my camera on?
There should be top right a little camera icon that's probably crossed out.
I see a microphone icon and a speaker icon, but no camera
You
icon.
might need to run the setup.
Yeah.
Hit Q and then the chat tab at the bottom, then the purple button that says run the setup.
Give me that walkthrough one more time.
Q, then the chat tab, then the purple run the setup button.
Run.
Hmm.
What do you think Asia's doing?
The same thing, I
I'm
guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why my camera was working and now it's not.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Your audio is spectacular.
Awesome.
Also, my chat's telling me, Kirsten, that you can change your name if you click on the Wi-Fi signal symbol.
Oh ho ho! What? Wait, how do I? It won't.
Click the Wi-Fi symbol and click your name, is what it says.
Oh my god. Saved.
Look
Thank
at
you
that.
to Terran's chat. And screw you to my chat, who I'm sure also knows how
Oh.
this works.
Hey!
And can do it.
There we go. How we doing, folks?
Good, how are you?
Doing all right. You guys can see me. You guys can hear me.
Yes.
Looking good, sounding good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Dude, rough year for the O's, Gabe.
Dude, I don't even want to talk about it,
It's
man.
brutal. I've been following very closely. It's so depressing.
It fucking sucks, dude. The worst part is that, like, if we were like the White Sox or the Rockies, like, we were supposed to be bad.
Right.
We were supposed to be competing for a World
Right,
Series, and we're
right.
like the worst team in the league.
It's awful.
It's unbearable.
Almost like not signing any pitchers did that to us.
I know. You
Weird.
would think, who would have thought that 42-year-old Charlie Morton was going to be a bad idea, right?
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys, am I the
Yeah,
only
please.
one? Did Dwight send 2 links to everyone? Or was it just
I
me?
got one.
He sent
I
one
just
and then he
got
said,
one.
wrong link, and then he sent me another one. But the only
I only
difference,
got one.
the only difference was that 2 numbers were changed, which then made me go, is he writing out these links manually? What is happening?
He's running 2 games simultaneously, and then once we get cut down the field, we'll merge.
He's making his
man.
own homebrew.
Dolores, thank you
Caroline,
the
how you doing? How's
50th.
work? Has it calmed down at all?
My project ended. I'm so happy.
Let's go.
Which is the reason why I've been able to play this again. So
Let's
we'll take it.
go. That's awesome. Do you feel
Best
like the
day of
weight of
every
1,000
consultant's
years
life.
is off your shoulder?
Yes. Terror of what project I'll be put on next after all this, but like
Yeah.
I'm literally like coming back to life. I've
I
had
lo-
like a few days to like rest and recover, so
That makes me so happy.
I'm not sure I can remember a time Asia played Blood on the Clocktower.
Feels good.
Well, I don't
Before,
know what the
at
next
least with me.
project's like, but I have some 47 folks coming to Baltimore at the end of June if you want to come.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
End
We're
of
just doing a little
June.
weekend. June 26th is the Thursday that Sam's getting here, and I think Saul, and then I think they're heading out that Sunday.
There is
so
a
the
Survivor
29th.
homebrew, which there's no merge.
I think I'm in Vegas.
I mean, it
that
would be
weekend.
difficult to do a merge
worries.
properly.
Oh, well, thank you for the invite. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
of
We
course.
see you now, Asia.
Asia,
Yes.
likewise. If you're around last weekend of June, some 47 folks are coming to Baltimore. You're more than welcome.
Oh, I have Beyonce.
Oh, in Houston?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's going to be
Good
crazy.
reason. Yes.
Yeah, right. Oh, I have Beyonce. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, we're hanging out.
No, it's fine.
No, that's a busy weekend. So it's the last weekend of
June,
June?
yeah.
It's a busy weekend because I actually have a bachelorette party that I'm leaving early so that I can go to the concert.
Wow.
The bride understands.
I hope she. How could she not?
Listen,
Fine.
she could get married again. We don't know when Beyonce's coming.
Yeah, right. In Houston, in H-Town. Come on.
Right.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Story Master.
Oh my god. Mo, can you hear us and see us fine?
She might need to run
Well,
the setup.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I can. I'm just getting set up over here.
Okay, cool.
Mo came to gaslight me specifically. once again. Can't wait.
Oh God, it's bad if I'm gaslighting you playing as an outsider.
Oh no.
Wait, do you think we're gonna start in like the next 5 minutes?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
As soon as like everything's working. Someone said, "Is this a 47 reunion?" Yes,
Yeah.
I've gathered all of season
Be the
47.
host.
And funny enough, there was someone else in 47 who was gonna join but couldn't make it today. So
Oh, man.
we're
I think I know who.
Call
sorry.
them out.
no, two
Name
people from
names.
47 who were both not free.
Ooh, so I think one of them was Sam, and he is on Mama J's houseboat right now.
Yep,
Is my guess. I know
Oh.
he's on the houseboat, but who is
Oh.
the other person?
someone who hasn't played on stream before. I'm not gonna say
Ah.
their name because chat will be surprised when they join up. Hopefully next week.
Wow.
Well, you should text us the name. So
Don't
we
figure it out.
know.
I bet to say yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pass out roles to you guys. Who has not played before? Gabe, you've never played, right?
Yeah. Rookie
You watched
debut.
Did you watch the video and everything?
Yes, I did.
Cool, then that's enough. You'll figure it out. You're
I
smart.
think I kind of got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just trust everyone and tell me all your information. It's super
Gotcha.
easy.
Sounds
Shout
Trust
the
the
name on
first
your
person
token.
who talks to you, and then just go with that. That's what I do every time. I'm being
Okay.
serious.
good. Great advice from everybody. Thank
I will be the first person to talk to Kirsten.
you.
Uh-oh. Steven's got his breathe right strip on. He means
I
business.
was about to
Watch
say,
out! I've got full airflow.
Yeah, he's got 100% oxygen in his brain.
Hi, Gabe. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. How we doing, brother? I hope if I beat you in this, it doesn't jeopardize my potential know-it-all standing for the future.
I've always said that I want you as a co-host.
Well, let's make it happen.
Look at the pre-gaming going on.
This is just blood on the Clocktower. Imagine what Mike White's going through with his White Lotus cameos. On the line.
Exactly.
Right, everyone sees a roll, a token of some kind, right?
Yes. I should only see mine, correct?
You should only see yours. Yep.
Gotcha.
Perfect. In that case, good night.
Gabe, one thing that came up that not everyone was aware of, if you if you click on someone's token, the light colored circle, you can assign a token based on what you think they are. But if you go towards the guy's face on the inside of someone's token, a little darker circle will pop up.
Yeah.
And you can type in custom notes there.
Ooh, okay.
So that way you don't have to take notes outside the app or whatever.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you and me the only people that can hear us talking, or can everyone?
Everyone.
Two of you.
No, it's just y'all.
Okay.
Tell me your role.
Hello.
Hello.
Your demon is Steven Fishback.
I felt like I felt that. I felt like that was going to be the case.
And I guess please choose a player to poison.
I guess I'd go how much has Mo played?
Mo's played offline with us a couple times.
I'll go Mo.
Mo, right? Sounds good. Thank you.
Kill him day one.
Figured she's closest to me.
Gabe,
As any kind of
do you know
empath.
roughly how the game is played? I shouldn't be.
Maybe could have gone with Owen.
I watched all of Dwight's videos, and I had Sam Phelan give me a rundown of potential strategy to implement. So, yeah, I don't know how Sam plays normally, but that's a good or a bad thing.
Also, basically, what I did was very bad form, which is asking a direct question to someone at night because it kind of helps when they're talking to the storyteller.
Yeah, I think this crowd is usually, myself included, pretty bad at talking too much at night. I think we're all just programmed to fill silences like what I'm doing right now.
No,
Yeah,
truly.
it feels wrong when the silence goes for too much, and then it's like, okay, well, let's spew some nonsense. Has anyone seen Friendship yet?
I haven't.
Other than me?
No, but I'd like to.
Yeah.
One of the dumbest things I've ever seen, but I laughed for probably 90 minutes straight. So.
Wow. Okay. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. How do I get the chat box to go away?
Click
I
on
see, I
the
see.
yeah.
Text. The text button. There we go.
I feel like I should have poisoned Owen. I don't think we're even playing Marionette. I mean, I think the play is talk to Mo early, see if I can get a sense of what the poisoning did. I'm also going to need to know what the bluffs are. I need to think about that. I'm happy to go with one of the easy bluffs like Soldier, Mayor, Slayer. Worst case scenario, they suspect me, which is always a good backup plan. Chat, what do you think? We for or against? I'm assuming he's talking about just passing me bluffs via text before the day starts. Frowned on. I think what I can do is I'll just tell him tell him to send me bluffs when the day starts. Does that feel like a good thing to say? I don't think I feel confident enough in my acting at the moment to fake a marionette check and then immediately realize it hasn't.
Hello, everybody. You awake and discover myself, your storyteller, has been brutally murdered. This must be the work of a demon, and you must find who did this. Go talk.
Wait, no, don't take yours.
Hello. Oh, you're muted.
Hello, for real.
How's it going?
Can you hear? Good. Are you on a walking treadmill?
I am, yeah.
Oh,
I hope it's not too
it looks so
disconcerting.
soothing. No. It looks so soothing. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it looks so pleasant.
So are you good?
I am good. Not too much for me on my hero, but I am good. Are you?
Okay. I am also
You're
good.
the demon. Okay.
I would say I have use, but I don't have any information to give at the moment.
Similar boat.
Okay.
Cool. Stuff to how to others.
You're not an outsider, are you?
No. Are you?
Okay. No. But it's
Okay.
I find it very useful to find outsider count early on if possible.
Yeah, I mean, we can eliminate the Baron. I feel like I'm gonna metagame Dwight here a little bit, and I feel like there's no way he would put a 3 outsider game with like 8 people.
I'm trying to think. We've definitely had Baron a lot. He loves his outsiders.
Well, if we're both not outsiders,
True.
that would mean that it would have to be, for it to be a
Two.
Baron game, it would have
There'd
to
only
be
be one other townsfolk.
one. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so that'd be
So-
pretty easy to solve if it's true.
yeah. Okay, I think that's a good goal for day 1.
Cool.
Cool.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Pretty good.
Is this your first time playing or?
So I've been playing behind the scenes.
Ah,
First time
secretly
playing on
training up.
stream. Right. Wait to the perfect moment to come on here with y'all. Are you willing to share anything about your role?
Yes, I have, I think, some use, but I don't have information to share at the moment.
Okay. That's good. I am good, and I think it would be in the best interest to keep me around for a while. But that's all I'll say for now.
Okay. Are you an outsider? Or have you heard of any outsiders?
I haven't heard of any outsiders, and I'm not an outsider.
Okay, you've talked to one other person.
Yeah, just one other.
I've talked to one other person, so that's 4 people claiming they're not outsiders, basically.
Okay, yeah, because I've talked to Caroline, and she just gave me 3 towns roles.
Okay. So that already pretty heavily implies there's no Baron, but not impossible yet. People could be lying, could be drunk.
Exactly. Right. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi. Steven thinks I'm a minion because I couldn't come up with a 3 for 3 really fast because I'm stupid.
To be fair,
then,
I never do 3 for 3 because of that reason.
I know. I was like, I don't know what to think. And then he's like, okay, you're a minion, you don't have your bluff. So now he's probably gonna think you're giving me a bluff, just for the record. Because then after I like tried to talk to people and I was like, oh, no one's accepting my call, I'm just gonna sit in the main room so he knows no one's giving me one. But yeah, I'm good.
Are you an outsider? Have you heard of any outsiders?
I am not an outsider, and I have not heard of any outsiders because then Fishback didn't give me any 3 rolls, and no one else has talked to me.
Okay. So I've talked to a few people now, and I've still heard no outsider claims, which
You've not heard any outsiders then. Okay.
to me implies there's probably no Baron, and maybe even the one outsider is just the drunk. But we'll have to see if there's any other claims.
That's good. Do you have information or do you get information?
I do not. I think I have some use, but I do not have information at the moment.
That is how I also am. So what, you Undertaker or what?
Oh man, time's up. See ya.
Look at me, number one student here.
Going back.
Hello. There's 8 of you alive. It takes 4 votes to put someone on the block. For your talk, nominations are open whenever. Do what you want.
Has anybody heard any outsider claims at all? Is anybody an outsider?
It would be useful to come forward if you are, because otherwise we can safely assume that someone is drunk.
Yeah, if there's definitely no outsider, it applies to me no Baron and there is a drunk.
I can tell you wholeheartedly I am not an outsider, as confirmed by the 2 people I talked to.
That you know of.
That I know of.
You know how
Hey,
the
drunk-
drunk works, Gabe? Do
Say it again?
you know how the drunk works?
Yeah, it you get false information, and it can
Yeah,
potentially
or at the
cancel out
storyteller's discretion.
abilities
But
you might
basically,
have.
you believe you are a good role.
Yeah, yeah.
Has anyone heard of a virgin?
No.
I have not.
Well, sex havers here. Wonderful.
Or at least once.
At least once. Yeah.
Minimum one.
Not
Maybe it was a
consistent.
terrible experience.
Yeah.
But not so bad that anyone's a born again. So that's good news.
That's coming in the expansion pack after this.
Anyone have any night one information that they want to share?
You gotta have some. Oh, go ahead.
I'll say that I know somebody around me is evil, and that's all that I know.
I wonder what you are. That's tough.
Okay.
We've got to have at least one first night info roll here, right? I know Caroline likes to slow play her first night info.
Only when people are being sus. So far, I trust absolutely everyone, so I would spill it.
If Marianne was here, she'd say, "I'm only telling you if you don't kill me."
It's a
That's
good
kind of a
deal.
good strategy, though.
It's a good deal.
Second call for nominations, then.
Is anybody okay with dying?
Can I just nominate somebody? But it doesn't
Yeah.
count as a vote, right? This is just a
Yeah.
nomination.
Really? Yep. Go for it.
I want to nominate Caroline.
All right. Gabe nominates Caroline. Tell us why, Gabe.
I know that one of my neighbors here is evil, and I had a conversation with Owen that I think went very well. I had a conversation with Caroline that I think also went very well, but one of the 3 roles that she threw out was my role, and it was the only piece of suspicious information that I got that I knew for a fact wasn't true. And combining all of that, I feel pretty confident in my nomination. I'm not going to lie. I think for the good of the town, we need to do this.
Caroline, your defense.
As someone who has played the game quite a bit, I am a role that is a good role that you do not want to kill right now.
There are children in this town. There are children in this town that have futures, that have families.
And I will help out the entire game by saying, "Do not kill me."
Right.
I'm gonna second that with Caroline. I think so, Gabe. I also talked to someone else who is claiming to be the role that you may think you are.
Whoa.
So that's what makes me a little bit nervous.
Anything else before I
But
run
they
this? vote?
Wait,
claim
that has so much explanation. I feel like required.
Anything else before I
Wait,
run
like they
this
just
vote
said they're
for
that
Caroline?
role? What?
There's only one token, so even if he's the drunk,
Yeah.
there wouldn't be 2 empaths.
I'm gonna run this
Yeah.
to Caroline. Takes 4.
Oh.
Enough.
Okay, can we get to the bottom of this roll confusion?
Yeah, who's the double claim?
Well, I just think that even if that is Gabe's role, I don't think that's enough of a reason to vote out Caroline because there is the potential that he's drunk.
But did somebody else
No,
claim the
but
role?
Asia,
Or?
who-
No
if
one else,
someone-
no one hard claimed that role.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Oh, okay.
That is different than what I thought.
Also, did you give him a 3 for 3 or just like hard claim his role?
Oh no, I gave him a 3 for 3. And mine did include the empath as one of the 3. I am not the empath.
And I am.
Maybe.
Last call for nominations, then.
Um,
I'm gonna
Is there
throw it
any-
out there, and maybe my maybe going after both my neighbors here isn't a great strategy. I'm not sure, but I think Owen kind of just silently also voted for Caroline to get executed in that moment there without throwing out a whole lot of reason. I think
Well,
Owen was very happy that some blame got thrown on Caroline.
Well,
right
my
there.
reason is you're claiming you got an empath 1, and I know I'm good, so why would I not vote for
that does
other
make
person?
sense. Also, like,
there wasn't
if,
a whole lot of support for my claim, though.
Well,
It was
I'm
just,
not
it was just a
supposed to-
silent click.
I'm not supposed to talk, but
Okay.
but yeah, no, I mean, fortunately for me, you can't nominate me. But I see why it looks sus. But from my perspective, it's you're telling me this information. I'm choosing to believe you. Caroline didn't claim recluse, which could be a reason she's pinging as evil when she's not. So either you're drunk, or she is evil, or you're lying.
Day
but
and 5, 4, 3,
Should someone not?
2,
Whatever.
Oh, wait,
1.
we should definitely have a kill tonight.
Well, y'all had a lot of time and you didn't nominate anybody else. So, good night.
Remind me of what
does
the
by
roles were?
escape now mean?
Well, let me
Steve?
explain. Wait, is this chat here? Or?
Oh, Chad is here. Go for it.
Good. Okay. Well, so
What is that?
Escape is the hot new novel by a former reality TV contestant that blows open the whole experience of reality television. And now at nighttime, when we're really not doing anything, it's very easy
deleted
to
the
visit
chat.
StephenFishback.com
I wasn't
and
expecting
click
that.
a buy link.
Wow, I'm sold.
Real one's already.
Oh, I already did.
Like,
No,
you
I've
could
been putting it off
become
for way
even.
too long.
You could
I'm gonna
become
do it
more
now.
He's gonna
real
retreat
by
to Soldier,
pre-ordering
so I'm
right
gonna
The
now.
have
more
to
you
say
buy,
Undertaker.
the better you feel inside.
And the more you buy, the more RHAP Clocktower.
Okay, I give time for the ad read. Please poison someone.
I will go for Mo again.
Mo again. All right, sounds good. Thank you.
And can I be a character in the audiobook?
Yeah, sure. You can talk to my publisher about that.
Wonderful.
They'll say no, but you can't. I'll do anything.
But what if you say, but Owen swore he would never lie? And okay, have fun killing someone.
Me?
No, he's just you didn't respond, so I thought you disappeared.
Who disappeared?
I thought Steven did, but he just did not acknowledge me.
What I'm
He's launching the meme coin that goes with escape.
This is actually bad.
Oh, perfect.
Shouldn't have launched into
And
his
you know
ad.
what? If we all in this game,
What I just typed to Steven was
get it on the ground
that since he's gonna
floor,
retreat
then
to
we
Soldier,
could really do well.
I agree.
I can
with an
try
escape
for
meme
Undertaker.
coin.
Maybe Steven did leave because that joke was hilarious and he didn't.
But if I feel like I
He's
can't do
blocking
that
you
because I
on
don't know
every platform for
what the
me,
roles were of the person that
actually.
died, then oh, actually, this is important. I need to know what the order is. How do you get to the order? Basically, I need to know if somebody dies by demon, would I as Undertaker get their role the same night? Oh. Other nights. I would. So if I go for Undertaker... No? I mean, this says in the order. I might need to ask Dwight. Okay, that's good to know. Only execution. So I do have space to continue to play Undertaker. Um, I think that I can play into the genuine confusion I had, where I'm going to be like, oh, I expected to get a read on the person the imp murdered. I've actually never been Undertaker before, which is the truth. And I'm not going to send the message to Fishback until the day. And then, yeah.
Good morning, everybody. In his first game ever, Gabe died in the night on the first night.
Wow.
Okay.
That's fucked up.
Just remember, I tried to warn each and every one of you.
You're muted somehow. So I was gonna send this message. I'm poisoner. I've been poisoning Mo last 2 nights. I plan to bluff Undertaker for as long as I can. If I need to fall back, I can say either I'm drunk or I can fall back on like a Hail Mary, like a mayor, to draw heat from you. I still can't hear you though.
Hello? Okay.
Yes.
Great. Sorry about that, Darren.
No worries.
Do we know what Mo is? I'm kind of worried she might be a Raven Keeper.
She said that she said same. When I told her that I'm useful, but I don't have information right now, she said same, which could mean anything.
If you poison her, I'll kill her tonight. Just
Okay.
to be sure. And then Asia, I think might be the mayor. She gave me 3 that was like soldier. I don't think she's gonna give me a false 3. She gave me soldier, Undertaker, mayor. So
Interesting. So that that would imply mayor.
all right.
Okay, good to know that my fallback might be taken.
Yeah. That's why I said it. And then I felt like I had to kill Gabe because like it's more weird if the claimed empath doesn't die.
Yeah, I think it works because now we can continue to shift drunk around and yeah.
All right. Do we have any idea? And Kirsten was super cagey. Do you have any idea what she is?
She said she is useful to town. Also, she said she shouldn't be killed. So.
Okay. Oh, she told me she doesn't want to die in the day. Again, like I think Owen might be Slayer. So actually he might be one to kill next too. Should I get him before Mo? Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, I can keep her poisoned.
Yeah. Okay, great.
All right.
Taran, my friend, how are you?
Hello. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. So I'm really sticking to my guns here on this Caroline vote. I'm not gonna lie. Given the information that I've gathered, a lot of things are leaning towards it.
You think so? What, other than your role, what's pointing in that direction?
I don't want to reveal too much of what I just talked about with Mo. I don't think it's good for the overarching good person game, good team game. But it's throwing a lot more shade on Caroline, more so than I had with my own role.
Interesting. Yeah.
And I'll also say this real quick. Sorry. I got a message from Caroline, who is really trying to throw heat on Owen. She said Owen is definitely the minion. He also chose 3 of the easiest roles in this game to lie about.
Huh. Owen, in my experience, is hard to read, which is the biggest problem with Owen. I haven't talked to him yet today.
Okay.
I can try and talk to him and try to get a read. I have only played with Carolyn once, so I have no idea how to read her either.
Okay. I know one time she's played, she won as the imp. I know that. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna chat to Owen real quick, and I'm gonna see if maybe he was responsible for this.
Sounds good.
I'm at this game. Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Yeah. So I found out that Caroline's 3 for 3 was Slayer, Empath, and Monk, and there is a claimed Empath, a claimed Slayer, and so she's probably the baddie. Because if she were the Monk, wouldn't she protect Gabe, the Empath, last
Right.
night?
Well, and also, well, that also implies she's not the imp, right? Because she'd have bluffs
Yeah.
that work.
She's probably the minion. Anyways, could be good to take her out of the
Okay.
game.
I'm out.
Hello, 7 players alive. Feel free to discuss.
Interesting. All right. So all cards on the table, I nominate myself to die. But I don't officially nominate. I'm just going to say I'm going to
Okay.
nominate because here's the thing. So I really did not want to be killed during this, but essentially because of the information that gave up, I really don't think evil is going to kill me. I am the Raven's Keeper. I am only valuable if even evil kills me at night. They're not going to kill me at night. Owen is bad. I trust Gabe's information. So the question is, like, I'm happy to die now if it can be guaranteed we could kill Owen next round. But however, we don't know if he's the poisoner or something else that'll give like more powerful. We leave him in. The other, sorry, I got a chat request.
I'm just bad at keyboards.
We kill Owen now, see if he's the imp or not, and then if he isn't, like, if I don't think a Slayer shot should be used yet. If we do have someone who's a Slayer, we can get more information later on. So I really do propose we kill Owen first. But if this seems like sus and minion panic, feel free to kill me.
So which one are you nominating, yourself or Owen?
I'll nominate Owen.
All
But
right.
again, if people don't like this, I just want good team to win. Feel free to not pass it and kill me. I'm fine with that.
That's your accusation, Caroline?
Yes.
Cool. Owen, your defense.
Yeah,
Gabe, you
so
can
the 3 roles that Caroline originally had in her 3 to myself and Gabe were Slayer, Empath, and Monk, and I have heard all 3 of those, which makes sense if she's claiming Ravenkeeper, trying to bait a kill. But I've heard all 3 of those roles be spoken for, and I know I am good. And I feel like this is like kind of the double play to look willing to kill. So I do think she's a minion rather than the demon, just given how her 3 is all spoken for. So I'll be nominating her back in return.
Okay. Anything else?
Am I allowed to say anything else or no?
Go for it.
The one other thing I will say is that the 3 that I got from Owen for his 3 were Slayer, Soldier, and Mayor, and those are also the 3, like one of the 3 easiest to fake if you are on the evil side of things. Mine were a lot ballsier in terms of you can't really fake empath; it's trickier. I was wondering if I could maybe do like a switch with either Asia or Gabe potentially at the beginning of the game. I talked to Asia at the very beginning to kind of test it out, but again, all cards on the table. That is why I think Owen is sus.
All right. Anything else before I run this vote for Owen? Gabe, keep in mind you have 1 dead vote you can use for the rest of the game. So, yep. All right. I'm gonna run it.
We gotta kill somebody, guys.
Not enough.
I will nominate Caroline.
That's right,
Tell me why.
Because Gabe is hard claiming an empath 1, and I know I'm good.
I wouldn't use your vote on this, Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like she's a leading minion candidate, and I know what my token says.
Caroline, your defense.
If we don't kill Owen, I'm the right kill. You should kill me.
Anything else
Sounds
before I
good
run
to
this?
me.
She did come up with like the one explanation that explains the false claims, but I think we have to do something.
I'm going to run this vote for Caroline. Well, damn.
Too many people. That is not.
It's the right move. It's good for the team.
I guess like at that point, like the other evil person would be piling on because you're not going to be the one person out of that vote. But even so, that's a lot of people.
Anything else before I end the day? Seems like I'm not going to beat 6 votes on someone. All right. Well, with that, Caroline has been executed and does die. Good night.
Oh, someone's getting a call.
Hello.
Hello,
Please choose a player.
Mo again.
Mo again. All right. Thank you.
I think that's just the default iPhone.
I don't know, but my mind like jumped immediately to someone's working on T-Mobile right here.
She's calling you poor Steven.
So I have
He's an
two
author, he
options.
can't be.
One, I could
She
go to
said you have an
Caroline
Obama phone.
and say,
He's an author. He can't be.
I
If
saw
you
you as
want Steven to get a
Ravenclaw.
better phone, go to stevenfishback.com.
If you'd like to hear a new ringtone.
The problem with that is if I get it right,
Were any of y'all ring back tone people?
then I
never
can't get it
shut down
wrong
phones.
the
I
next
never
time.
had one, but it was always a joy to call someone who did.
What
Mhm.
were those the recorded
My
ones?
logic on Mo is that she's just
It
the
was like
only
you could
person
have a
I feel like
song
is completely
playing when someone
unaccounted
was
for.
calling
She
you
said she had a
instead of,
useful,
like, the
useful
like,
potential
Yeah,
information
yeah.
role.
They get to hear a song.
I had those,
And
but,
we're
like,
doing
the
well,
really
so I wanna
janky version
not
where I would
change
just,
anything
like,
up.
hold my phone up to a song
But
and
basically, if I
record
get
it, and
Caroline
then
right,
the ringtone.
I love that.
That's awesome.
then it limits my
I love
ability to
doing
claim
that, yeah, in the
drunk
voicemail.
in the future. The good thing is, if I take a crack at it and get it wrong, I can claim drunk. Also, my fallback of mayor will not work. So I don't have a good fallback. I'm gonna have to fully go in on Undertaker, drunk or not.
The real question was, did anyone have the voicemail where it's like, hello, got you, leave a
I did.
message.
I definitely
No!
did.
Those made me
Oh,
so
no.
mad.
I called
Wow, I
someone
totally forgot about
recently.
that.
I called someone recently for work, and their cell phone had that voicemail. And I was like, this is like a grown adult with a full career, like a real person, and that's what they had going. I was like,
Claiming a virgin is
send an
bad because I
email.
still haven't
It's
been
fine.
nominated in the
It's
call
not
for
that
virgin
urgent.
earlier.
Like, why are you wasting people's time? You know?
That's so funny.
It really feels just so horrible to get got by that. Like, I've
Yeah.
never felt dumber in my life.
And you knew it was the same friend, like, Ben always has it, and then you just, it's like, got me again.
Maybe those should make a comeback.
Yeah. Hold on, let me mute up real quick. Let me just change my.
Just switch your voicemail real quick.
I also have to consider, what if Fishback kills Owen? That would heavily frame Caroline, and then maybe I wouldn't want to try to confirm her, but it actually might work still, because I can claim drunk. Like, the possibility of me being drunk throws a wrench in it, and it adds a layer of complexity to the world.
Good morning, everybody. Owen died in the night.
Okay.
Starbats.
That is an odd choice.
Hey, please tell me you're the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Do you have someone else you're comfortable sharing with the info? Because obviously we want to keep you alive.
I felt good about Mo so far, but I don't have like 100% lock-in trust with anyone, especially because like a lot of them were pointing at you. I think some for good reason.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm a little confused. Like, I guess Owen star passing
He is.
could
He
make
kept messaging
sense.
Fishback. I'm suspicious of Fishback.
Okay.
Asia's cleaning Mayor. I don't know anything about Kirsten. Mo, I wondered actually if she was the Undertaker based on the hit she gave. But okay, good to know. Thank you for verifying.
Yes, I think I'll try to talk to Asia because she did vote with you.
Yeah, I trust Asia.
Okay.
She's being sus on random people though, but I would trust Asia.
Okay.
Oh, you know what you could do? You could tell Gabe. I think he's good.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try to
But
talk
yeah,
to
it's
Gabe
very
first and
risky.
get a read on where he is.
All right. Thank you,
All right.
Taryn.
Taran,
Okay.
my friend, hello.
So, I did read Carolyn as Ravenkeeper.
Okay.
So I was not expecting Owen to be dead. She thinks he's star passed. I could also be drunk or something to confirm that world, but
I could also be very drunk
yes.
because both of them dying does not match up with my empath read that I got at the very beginning of the game.
Right. Well, like I said, her theory is that if it's just Owen, he's star passing because as soon as she dies and is maybe cleared, we're all looking at him.
Yeah.
If it's not either of them, who are we looking at? Because I feel like Kirsten was really pushing onto Carolyn. I don't know if she had like the info to do that.
The incredibly popular name that I've been hearing that I agree with is Asia right now.
Interesting.
I think she is kind of flip-flopped on the Caroline vote, where at first she was defending and then was very willing to throw her vote on her when she actually got executed. I think that's incredibly suspicious, and I know some other people have gotten hits on her from what their roles are.
That's interesting. Because, okay, so in the world where my info is good and Carolyn is good, I was thinking Asia would also be good. But if my info is bad and Carolyn's bad, I think it does make sense that Asia is also bad.
Yeah, I was just talking to Owen, and he's kind of on the same wave.
Okay. All right, let me... Should I talk to Mo?
Yes, that would be the next person I would go talk to because I got very valuable information from her.
Cool.
But I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, what you got?
So I received information that Carolyn might not have been bad, which her theory then is that Owen star passed, and that explains everything. The information I received could be wrong. I talked to Gabe, and he feels like Asia is the likeliest suspect at this point. I think that's true if Carolyn is bad. If Carolyn is not bad, I'm not sure that tracks, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sold on Asia. I've heard information kind of clearing her. I've heard suspicion on Kirsten based on like, I don't want to out them, but like just like information that she has pinged bad. The thing with Owen though, Owen could have been Gabe's one if it was him.
Yes. Yeah, and he star passes, yeah.
Yeah. So,
okay, so because I heard that Asia pinged, but you're saying Kirsten pinged. All right, we need to go.
Yeah. Yeah, Kirsten.
Hello, 5 of you alive. Feel free to discuss, talk, do what you want.
All right, I got big news for everybody. So I had a very suspicious conversation. My first conversation was with Kirsten. It was super sus. She was very, very cagey, but also didn't actually have like anything to tell me. So I was like, okay, put a pin in that. But that reason was that I had that conversation was not just for social reads. It is because I am the fortune teller. And on my first night, I got a yes on Kirsten and Asia. On my second night, I got a yes on Asia and Caroline. Sounds bad for Asia, right? But on my third night, I got a no on Gabe and Asia. So that means the yeses would be on Kirsten and Caroline. Caroline is dead. I did think Caroline was super sus with that whole thing. But I think just socially and mechanically, there's a lot of reason to kill Kirsten here.
I would
I
co-sign that based on me being dead.
I wasn't worried about you, Owen. Okay, here's the thing. It doesn't matter anymore. It's dumb. The only person I actually shared my role with was Owen. I talked to Taran the first round. I was like, man, I just had the worst combo with Steven. I am
She did
so
say that.
stupid. I'm literally an
That to me
idiot.
also.
And it's unfortunate. I did just talk to Asia the whole round, and she at no point tried to get my role or give her role, which I thought was weird. But based on the fortune teller info, then I don't think that's a demon move. I'm the monk, and I felt like I had a good read on Taran's role being valuable for us, so I have been protecting Taran every night, but he obviously was not the demon's target, so it's fine. I'm useless now. You can kill me if you want, but it would be a mistake.
Yeah, I'm nominating you. So that is my goal.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
that's
fine.
not-
You can
you're
kill me, but
nominating-
it's a mistake.
Right. Tell us why, Steven.
All those things I just said.
Kirsten, your defense.
Yeah, so just what I said, I am the monk. I've been protecting Taran because I was worried that he would get killed. He's probably bad and I'm dumb anyways. So it's fine. You can kill me if you want, but it's at least you probably want someone trying to protect y'all. I'm just bad at it.
Anything else before I run this vote for Kirsten?
I mean, it's got to be her or Asia at this point, and if the pings are on her, I think it just makes more sense.
Well, it's not me.
Taryn, can you spare a little bit more why it has to be one of those two?
I'm sorry, I don't think it has to be. I think my reads came down to those two based on what other people are saying the pings are going to. Which could be
pings
wrong.
It's only Fishback, I think, is the evidence. Correct.
Right. Well, that's the pings.
Oh.
Yeah.
And but for Fishback's pings to be crazy, it could be that maybe like Gabe could have just been the empath the whole time. Owen was good, Caroline was good, and then Fishback could be drunk. Like we don't know 100% who the drunk is, so that could explain him
Also,
having wonky reads.
I feel like I was told about different pings, but I could have been misunderstanding that.
Right. I'm gonna run this vote for Kirsten because we're sharing with this. Takes 3. Right, reach just enough. Kirsten on the block.
So is it just Fishback that had pings, or is there any other source of pings?
That's it.
I mean, there's always the world where I was the drunk, or I am the drunk, I guess.
Or
but
poisoned.
or poisoned, sure.
Yeah.
But you know, I've got to sort of. I just thought socially and mechanically it lined up, so I went with that based on what I've got so far.
Whoa.
End the day.
Well, I'm gonna nominate Fishback back because I think that it's a mistake to kill me. I don't think that we'll get the votes anyway, but he I think is either maybe both.
Drunk and a liar, yeah.
And I am the monk, and y'all, I can protect anyone who y'all choose to say. I don't care. Like it doesn't. Like you're gonna kill me anyways, but I think that we should kill him instead of me.
I mean, it's reasonable to think that whichever one of us lives is going to get killed anyway. So, but I think it should be you who dies.
That's fucked up.
And other people can also give a pitch. I'm pretty sure Fishback is the imp. Like again, I know that I'm good. I'm pretty confident Owen was the imp. Star passed to his next minion. I'm pretty sure it's Fishback. They have been peeing quite a bit. There's issue here. Also, I just feel like very much so social reads from when I played with Steven. This is how he plays when he is evil. I feel pretty confident in this, and I would use my dead vote on it if we don't have enough votes.
Right. Steven, your defense.
Again, like I'm the fortune teller. Like I don't think I think that like all of my information and again socially leads to Kirsten. It sounds like other people have that feeling as well. So I don't.
You don't know me that well, Steven.
I mean, the other thing for Steven is like he did just hard claim a pretty important role. So even if we don't get him during the day, the demon's gonna axe him at night.
If
So we're
we
kind of
Couldn't
getting
he
it
be
too far.
bluffing as that role though?
If we get
Like,
this
I feel like
wrong,
he's
do we have
smart
another
enough
go?
to-
You
could
bluff
be.
on that roll if you're evil.
It's final 5, and
Right.
there's only 2 people
No,
players.
that is
So
a
yes.
tough
That's
role
what I'm
to
saying.
bluff
I'm
on.
like, I think he's the imp. Because
I
I
think
think
if
he's smart enough to come up with those combinations.
All right.
I
Anything else before I run this vote for Fishback?
I'll use my dev vote if I need to. Anyone else who's alive, I'll do it.
Running it.
Caroline,
Okay.
I got it. You don't need to.
If you keep yours.
Yeah.
4 votes is enough. Fishback's on the block.
My worry here is if my read on Carolyn is wrong. Because that did seem like minion panic, but
I thought so. I mean, like I thought the thing with Caroline, who's the most suspicious person here, like lifting it, but then like Asia also being like so sure that like it couldn't be Kirsten, I thought was weird. But you know,
And I don't get why they killed me when I was like the leading evil candidate, and now you have to build the Star Pass world. That just doesn't make sense. And also, Steven and I talked for like 20 seconds yesterday. But anyway.
yeah, Caroline using her dev vote on this is super sus, I have to say.
Any other nominations for end of day?
I think we should probably kill Asia here, to be honest with you. I can't nom. Like the fact that Asia voted with Kirsten, the fact that Asia
I'll
did not
go
vote
ahead
for
and
Kirsten.
I can hard claim my role. I'm the mayor. They've probably tried to kill me at this point. That's why I'm still alive. And that's all I got.
I mean, my mechanical info doesn't know on Asia, but I still think Asia's a better kill than I am here. I mean, I think
I agree. I'll nominate Asia.
Okay,
I
I
think that was super suspicious to jump on kind of like Fishback with pretty little evidence. I also think that with
No,
the
we've been
mayor,
looking at him for a couple of days.
Like literally, Asia and I and Gabe and I for several rounds have been saying it's Owen and Fishback. Let's get some more information. And the fact that he's throwing them out of nowhere.
Owen and Fishback have also consistently agreed on everything that either one of them have said. I'm not
well, so throwing what out? What am I throwing out of nowhere, Caroline?
I think that like the issue is that we have no other way to verify your fortune teller information. There is other information in this game that verifies that I was the Raven Keeper from other roles.
Wait, what?
What info?
What info? Yeah.
There is Undertaker info that confirms that I am the Raven Keeper. Of course, we're not going to
Do we have an Undertaker?
About an Undertaker. No, it would be idiotic for the Undertaker to confirm who it is.
Just as dumb as it would be for a fortune teller to tell who they are. They're both equally as important roles. Like either one is a hard claim, and you're probably going to get axed the next night. But at this point, we're getting pretty down to the wire. We don't want to make a bad decision. I think if you're an Undertaker, now is a good time to come out.
Asia, this is your defense.
Yeah, so I held off on telling my mayor role until now because it's not useful into the end. And I wanted to see if I stayed alive, which made me a little bit more, I could be more bold in my accusations. And I'm still alive, which means they probably did try to kill me. So that's proof to you guys that I am the mayor, that I've been kept alive.
I mean, you also haven't hard claimed anything that would give them a reason to like really target you if you haven't told anyone you're the mayor.
I have, though.
But you just said you haven't told anyone.
To everyone. No, I didn't say I didn't tell anyone. I said let me clarify. I haven't publicly said that I was the mayor, but I told a couple of people that I was the mayor at the beginning.
My two worlds were either that Carolyn is good and Asia is also good, or that information might have been bad and that Carolyn is bad, and in that world I think Asia is bad.
I will point out Asia was the only one to vote with Caroline against me, and then threw her hand up very late on the vote for Caroline.
Yes,
that was my concern.
And also, if you take Fishback's like fortune teller info, like that area is pretty sus. So even if Asia started out as like the minion, and then Caroline died and she's Scarlet Woman, like that could be like a tight block there.
There's also still an unaccounted for drunk.
Guys, anything else before I run this vote for Asia?
I think it makes more sense to do this.
I'm When it runs
If you
with
have a
Asia,
dead vote,
I think it's
this
very
might
interesting if Owen
takes-
chooses to vote for this.
it takes
If
4 to
Owen
tie.
chooses to use his dead vote
Or-
to fish back, I think is very interesting.
Wow,
I
you
think it's
really are
worth
pushing
keeping
hard.
Fishback off. I think
I'm
it's
running
worth
it.
keeping Fishback off if you have
Kirsten,
a
if
dead
it's
vote.
not you,
We're
I
not
think we
gonna
need
get-
your vote.
Yes,
But it's
Kirsten
not
and
me, but I
Asia are
don't
not
think
going to do it.
I don't.
Oh,
think
he
it's-
used his vote.
Oh.
He used his
Wow.
vote on
Or
this.
it's the
Now
tie.
it's
No
tied.
one's on the block.
So-
Anything else before I end the day?
Wow.
I never use my dead vote that early, but I'm confident that I'm good. So if I believe Gabe, then I believe Caroline's bad. So
Wow.
And why does that make me bad?
No, you're
just-
verified good. This confirms it's Owen and Fishback.
Right. Anything else before I end the day? 5, 4,
Send us to sleep, bro.
2.
Who are they going to kill next?
Well, no one's executed. No one dies. Good night.
Oh my god.
What was Fishback claiming again? No, he was claiming it was something with pings, fortune teller. Oh, we didn't vote him out though. It doesn't matter. Nobody's gonna die, so I should just poison. Or nobody useful is gonna die, so I should just poison Mo again.
Hello.
Is there any reason to poison Asia as mayor, given Fishback doesn't intend to kill her?
If you believe that there's a mayor and you're trying to kill them, then you should poison the mayor. If otherwise, if you think the imp is not going to kill that mayor, then poison.
It's
the mayor.
not gonna like stop the win condition of if you don't vote.
There's 5 players alive. There's nobody to double.
Okay, it doesn't matter anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna poison Mo again.
Okay, that is. Thank you.
Oh, she said maybe not actually. Shit. Shit. Oh man. Had a deal we would sink a kill on me. What do you think? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Soldier bluff? Why? I don't. I don't get what the deal with Mo is.
Damn, some big envelopes.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about the envelopes. If Fishback dies, I'm actually not sure I'm clean enough right now.
Good morning, everybody. No one died in the night.
Oh boy. That was the plan. May I, or do you want to, Mo, or it was your plan?
You can go ahead. I
Uh,
have info too.
What?
Ooh.
I was the soldier, and that was just a beta kill. So mission accomplished.
It could also be that my monk save on Taran finally worked.
That's a lot of it.
Well,
Or
I
it
just
also could be that I stayed alive.
And also,
No, but wouldn't
Well, that would
wouldn't
bounce
someone else die if
if
they
you were
tried to
May.
kill
Yeah.
Yeah,
Asia?
it wouldn't be.
Well,
couldn't
if it
be
bounced, it
Asia.
could have bounced.
Could have
to
bounced onto a
Steven as the
protected person
soldier.
theoretically.
That's actually hypothetically true. That's not.
Is okay.
Mid
also it
sentence.
can be you
Mid-sentence.
who are the imp, you can choose to kill a dead body.
What? You're the Undertaker, right?
Yes.
I'm
The
the
ol-
monk. I've been protecting you every night because you had that weird reaction when I said, "Okay, you're the Undertaker."
So okay, because I'm of two minds. Because on one hand, I saw Carolyn as Ravenkeeper.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, then that means Owen's bad. Then I wake up, Owen's dead. She's like, oh, Owen star passed. And then I was like, well, the fact that I'm not dying, what if I'm just the drunk and they're keeping me alive because I'm going to give bad information? And that's why she was happy to die, because she knew I would falsely confirm her. But if you've been
how would they
protecting
know
me,
that you were drunk in that situation?
I mean, theoretically, there could be a spy or something.
Oh, I always forget about the spy.
I know.
I've protected you every night because I was like, oh no, that was a strange reaction from Taran. I think he's Undertaker.
Right. This is the first time that nobody's died, though, so they haven't theoretically tried to kill me yet, which is still concerning to me.
Yes.
Asia's trying to
Okay,
talk
so
to me.
wait. If it's a situation, oh, she's trying. Should we let her in?
Sure.
So if it's a situation where you were drunk, who does that mean has to be bad?
Okay, so Asia, my concern is that if I'm drunk and Carolyn is bad, that you are her partner.
No,
Convince
I'm
me
not
otherwise.
her partner. If anything, maybe I was in the wrong for trusting Caroline if she is bad, because she's the only person I told I was mayor like day one. And then I was like, I'm not going to tell anyone else. We're just going to see what happens. And if I stay alive, then we know that.
But
the
if you're
White's
not her
keeping me
partner,
alive.
who is? Because you're like the person
The-
who's worked with it the most,
The
right?
only person I don't know anything about is Mo, but I don't know if that
I don't know
means that
anything
Mo
about
is
Mo
sus
She
or
has.
not
She
sus.
was acting weird. She told me she had like a useful information role early on, but she hasn't seemingly done anything with it.
Given any information.
or
Yeah.
shared any info.
And she hopped
think-
on me so quick without, like, I don't know. That's why I was so suspicious of Fishback. But if he's soldier, he's soldier.
Mhm.
But
I
it
mean,
still doesn't
or
make-
he's not
ahead.
soldier. They made this plan and then
I don't think Fishback and Carolyn can both be bad,
Right,
given that she used her
exactly.
dead vote to try to get him out. But using the dead vote was suspicious to me so early on.
I think that I
Could it
also
be a
get
double
it because
play,
if I just really think that someone's the demon, I'll use my dead vote even if it's early.
Unless they're trying to throw us off to think that there's no way they both are evil, and they are both evil.
That'd be a risky play.
I know.
All right.
Hello, Five Alive. Discuss.
Right as people started leaving into groups, Mo mentioned that like a demon can kill a dead body, and I would love an explanation of that game mechanic because I had not heard that before.
Is
You
this
can-
for storyteller or?
A storyteller, if no one in the group wants to explain it to me.
Basically, it's just basically a way of not killing someone. If you kill someone that's already
Owen
dead.
did that as the monk, as the fake monk, as the demon who's pretending to be the monk in one of our games. He it built credibility for him.
Given that theoretically we had 2 people safe, that seems like the more likely explanation, but that it landed on one of those 2 people, but
Um,
And
Yeah.
and that they were the 2 purported ongoing information roles.
And I'll be honest, there's enough suspicion on Fishback where if like I feel like the evil team would not actually want to kill him because I think that ordinarily he'd be pretty high risk to get executed. So I don't think it's a slam dunk that even if he was just claiming fortune teller, an evil team would kill him. If anything, I'd keep him in.
You are pushing so hard on me, Caroline. I think
Oh, I am. I'm ready to be vindicated. I'm so ready.
Yeah.
I mean, she has reason to after all that fortune teller stuff, but now you're the soldier.
Well,
yeah.
Uh-huh. Where did the fortune teller stuff come from?
I didn't just make it up.
Well, I'm assuming the theory is that people role swap.
yeah, that seems to
Okay,
that
maybe
seems like
Mo
it's
is
probably the
the
case.
And
fortune teller
that
then.
perhaps Mo is
So I don't
the
know
fortune
anything about
teller.
Mo.
Same.
Yeah. Here's one thing you can know about me. I'd like to nominate Asia. So,
No nominations. That's fine.
yeah, I guess at this point we're pretty far down the line. This was kind of the plan with Fishback is that he had been hard claiming soldier, no one, to me at least. So we wanted to see and test it by trying to bait the demon into killing him. He had previously been pretty, not like off the radar because he is who he is, but coming out with that amount of information so suddenly in such a strong role is an immediate like on his back. So that's like eradicating him. And then last night, I heard from the actual fortune teller that they tested Taran and Asia, and while originally Asia and Gabe got a no, Taran and Asia got a yes, which indicates a likely in this scenario an imp jump or a scarlet woman jump or a drunk fortune teller. But at this point, I think that there's enough suspicion. And yes, there's a world of poisoning, and there's a world of monk, and there's a this and that, or sink a vote, or whatever you want. But I think that enough of it cleanly lines up on Asia between the storytelling, the like vindication. It has to be Fishback. The alignment that I am willing to vote out Asia at this point.
Asia, your defense.
So I'm the mayor, and I think it I mean, it makes sense that Fishback and Mo have been swapping information. I think there's more suspicion for me on Mo with the switch up from Fishback. So either Mo is the fortune teller or Owen's the fortune teller. I feel like Kirsten and Taran, if you are good, we can advance ourselves if you do not vote for me, because I hard claimed to Caroline at the very beginning, if she is bad, then if the world that you've created that she is bad, just know that I hard claim to her. I don't know one way or the other if she's bad or not, but I just know that I am the mayor, and that's been consistent even with my 3 for 3 with who I shared it with.
Right.
Mo, quick question. Did Fishback come to you right at the beginning of the game? Like kind of wanting to make a relationship with you?
Not at all.
Okay.
The person I've been strong with since the beginning of the game is Gabe. I will say Asia is the right move right now, and I think I've talked to enough
It's the
people.
right
validate-
move.
We still have 2 goes, right? We don't lose if we get this wrong.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
But do we
And
have
is-
enough alive votes? Because there's two evil people potentially. Well, one person who's alive.
And it's okay. So if this is wrong, if she is just the mayor, as she says,
You
what is
will have
the-
an execution, yes.
no, but like, what would the consequence be for us as good if that's wrong?
We would
And
go down
Uh,
to a final
it.
3 theoretically,
and then
but
it
we'd
would
still
come
have another
down-
chance.
Yeah,
Right.
Mayor's really like it's a good role to bluff and claim because it's like a hey, keep me alive to the end, which is when evil is super powerful if they're going into a final 3 with a 2v1. So
I'm
it's a
gonna run
super
this.
easy.
Taryn,
I am running
should
this vote for
vote or
Asia.
no?
It's a lot
I
of time
think
so
we
far.
vote on this
No,
one,
we-
and then if it's wrong, we go in.
I'm
I
running
think
this
we
vote.
know where we're
Okay,
going next time.
And
Kirsten,
I am the mayor.
I wouldn't because I don't think that the other
Absolutely,
person would have enough votes.
The
Personally,
person you've
You're
been
just
protecting.
I was
the
so
most.
believing
desperate
Mo
for it to
and
go down
Fishback.
because I was gonna
The
get
person
4.
you've been
Oh damn!
protecting.
So
Alright,
it's gonna
well,
be
enough.
Asia's out now.
Asia on the block. Any other nominations, discussions today?
We don't have enough votes, I'm pretty sure, to get out Fishback. But what I will say, Mo, is I do think that the information you're giving is the information that you thoroughly believe. I do think that you are the drunk. I think there's enough information to confirm that Gabe was not drunk and he got true empath information of 1. There is 1 drunk out there that we have not determined yet. Does not make sense for the Raven Keeper to be drunk. Everyone else's roles have been kind of being verified, and it makes sense for the drunk to be what they think is a valuable role. I wonder if the other minion was a spy and knew you were drunk, but the fact that they didn't come after you right from the beginning doesn't support that.
Question, Dwight. Would the
Mhm.
spy know who the drunk is?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Do you, Caroline? The total drunk Raven Keeper is completely reasonable. Did the Undertaker?
Drunk Undertaker.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
More like
Any other nominations today before I end the day?
I think it can kill Kirsten, right?
With that, Asia has been executed and does die. You guys have wiped out season 47. Good night.
Ah,
Hello.
I'm gonna kill Mo.
Wait,
Or
you're the
sorry,
poisoner,
Poison
so-
Mo. Sorry, I'm talking about
Okay.
who Steven should kill.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think I say I see Asia as poisoner. Yeah, because spy wouldn't register. So I'm gonna go in as drunk, or at least a claimed drunk. Hope that Mo, if she's suspicious, is more suspicious of me than of Fishback. I thought about. Oh, she's convinced it's her. Shit. Okay. Scarlet Woman.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your final 3 that does not include Kirsten. Final 3 is Fishback, Taran, and Mo.
great.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
sorry. Don't accept that. Don't accept that. Sorry.
Okay.
Wait, but what info did people get last night?
I saw Asia as Scarlet Woman.
So, that's interesting.
So in this world, then maybe Gabe was drunk, and
Well-
Caroline and I were both good.
Wait, Taran is either
Whoa!
lying. No, if Asia was the Scarlet Woman, well, then you're accusing Mo, or
So I got info. I think I might be the drunk. But last night I tested Gabe and Taryn. And keep in mind, I tested Asia and Gabe and got a no. And then I tested Gabe and Taryn and I got a yes.
so that was the first time you've tested Taran, though.
I tested Taryn and Asia and I got a yes.
So it's Taran because there's
No,
no,
well,
you
if
can't be
she's-
drunk and he can't be drunk. I am the mayor.
Well, that would imply that my info is good if her info is bad.
Or you're lying.
Yeah,
Or
you're
you're
lying.
If Taran, I don't think Taran would have killed me at this point because he knows that I fully believe him to be a good role and have protected him every night and would have voted with him today as an alive person. So I don't think I think it.
Taran, can you give us your information like that you've had every night?
So I saw Carolyn as Ravenkeeper, and I've now seen Asia as Scarlet Woman.
I don't think that's a lot of info to have.
We haven't
It's-
been
yeah.
executing people.
I was actually very annoyed about it because in the first night I was thinking I was going to get information, but I only get information executions.
So what's your world? What's the world that information leads you to believe, Taran?
I mean, either my info is good and Mo's is bad and she's lying, or my info is bad and Mo's information is good, but that doesn't make sense to me.
Well, one of
I
you
mean-
is lying. One of you
Yeah,
is
one of
definitely
you-
lying.
I buy. What if Caroline is actually the Ravens keeper, but it's also like she was very public about it, so that's an
Yeah.
easy bluff. Like
Yeah.
you can easily say that. And then what if Asia actually was the Scarlet Woman, but now that we're in Endgame, it was a kick your minion under the bus situation, especially going down to 3. Asia's kind of useless now, other than being an evil vote. Because
But
she
why would I
doesn't
call
have
her out
to-
as Scarlet Woman?
And Mo, you were the one who nominated Asia.
Yeah, because they got that yes between Taryn and Asia.
So it's Taran
then-
then.
And then Taryn voted with me because he was throwing Asia under the bus and saying she's Scarlet Woman is giving credentials to him, saying I'm not evil.
No, but think of the reverse, where I am the mayor. And that means Taran is bad,
Yeah.
and he's lying. It's not even that he's drunk; he's just lying.
I mean, it's possible I'm drunk.
But that's why he would claim you were the Scarlet Woman, is because he was lying.
Mo, can you go over your fortune teller information again?
Yeah. I also might be drunk. But let's make sure I remember this.
Yeah.
Kirsten and Asia, I got a yes. I think Kirsten was my red herring. So Kirsten and Asia, I got a yes. Asia and Caroline, I got a yes. Then Asia and Gabe, I got a no. So that put my suspicion on you, Caroline, as you would imagine.
Yeah.
And then I did Asia and Taryn, and I got a yes. And then I did Taryn and Gabe, and I got a yes.
I mean, there's also a
that's
world where
Taryn.
there's a
That's-
poisoner, right?
That's Taryn, based on your info.
Yeah.
Based on my info,
Unless
if
she's
we were
drunk.
taking it as not drunk and not poisoned, that was the info that I got. And
Or
then
you
the
were poisoned on night 3. Well, no, that doesn't work.
Yes. Yeah, like the chance of me being poisoned is pretty strong. I think out of the 3 of us, I would say Taryn is by far the most likely to me. I mean, Fishback, like no, your only thing is you didn't die, but you didn't die at the right time, which you could do yourself as a demon, but
Right.
also like
Yeah.
So, yeah. Are we 3 minutes? Do we have?
So who do you guys? I mean, it seems like okay. So Spy World not out on that, right? Okay. We have no.
Is it
first night
possible
information
Carolyn
rule?
was the spy and I saw her? That's how I read her wrong.
Raven
Gabe wouldn't have gotten an empath
Yeah.
one, most likely.
could have.
Could have,
Could
but
have.
not
So-
that
zero.
would be a weird choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does this all hinge on who's drunk? And if we could
Yes.
just sort
Yeah.
who's drunk, we would know. Oh,
It could be
great.
Gabe. I think it's
could be.
Gabe.
I think it's actually likely at this point.
Yeah.
I think
Um,
also I'm good to rule out a spy game because Fishbach, why would they kill?
Right. Why
If
would
this-
it? That makes sense. Yeah.
What?
Unless it was. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense to me.
But But I guess I guess I don't know how your info tracks with mine at this point, Mo.
You
Unless
still
we're
have
both.
info. If you're the demon, you wouldn't have like you're just the demon, or you could have been a Scarlet Woman. Also, like Carol, you're really like only ground shaking claim is that Asia was Scarlet Woman instead of Mare, which are both like iffy claims, and then Caroline's was she's been it's an easy bluff because she was screaming it to high heavens.
I mean, I guess I just don't know where in that world I'm claiming Asia as Scarlet Woman, because that ruins my credibility, I guess, if I'm lying. Right?
Nominations. We have 1 minute till I end the game.
Nomination, I'm nominating Taran.
Right, Mo nominate Taran. Tell us why.
Wait, do we normally execute when there's 3 players?
You have to.
You have to.
You
Yeah,
This is our last chance.
if you have a dead vote, use it this round. Between it's going to
let's
be
go.
Fishback, Taran, or me. I think as everything
Celebrating
laid out,
in silence.
obviously Poison,
because
obviously
we won
Trump,
this
but
game.
Taran is by far the person with the least info, the least backtracking, the least traces to actually prove. Also, if Kirsten was protecting him or not, like it would make sense the imp is still alive or a Scarlet Woman. I think that out of the 3 of us, he is by far the most likely to be the demon, based on my information. Fishbox, not kill, Gabe being the drunk, and also his credibility being so low.
Taran, your defense.
I mean, I think at this point, from my perspective at least, it's more likely Mo. And I'm probably drunk. And it's probably Mo and Carolyn or something. Yeah, that makes the most sense to me.
Great. Anything else pertinent for this?
I'd say if you believe that, then you're also believing that Gabe is not the drunk, which seems pretty likely that Gabe is the drunk based on.
Well, I think I'm probably the drunk, which is why I got my 2 reads wrong.
You can't. You can't both. Right. But you can't. You can't explain why Caroline. You saw Caroline as the Raven Keeper, and Gabe got a 1. I guess your world is Caroline is evil, and you're the drunk. And
yeah, I'm not sure when we are
Gabe was
supposed to.
Info, but whatever.
No,
Like,
because if his world is
basically-
I'm evil and Asia's evil, the game should be over.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that I read
Yeah.
you wrong as evil and Asia wrong as good.
If you have a dead vote, this is the time to use it.
Anything else before I run this vote for Taran?
This is wrong.
I don't think it's Taran.
It
She's
takes
right.
2 votes.
I
to
think
put
I
It
can
Taran.
has
definitely
to be
see the
Taran if he's claiming I
Has
am
to.
Scarlet Woman.
Has
He
to
could
be
just
Taran.
Be
This
drunk,
is the
be
time to
drunk,
use a dead
be
vote.
drunk. I just don't know if I'd vote on this. I don't know if I
think
would.
you're
He is absolutely it.
All right. I won't vote on it.
2 votes puts Taran on the block.
No further no nomination for me.
He's
Yeah, I think I'm
smiling.
good, actually.
All right. Well, with that, Taran has executed and does die, and the game is over. Congratulations go to the evil team.
Of
Oh,
course.
good job. Good
Of
job.
course.
Good game.
That
Wow,
was
great.
so good.
That was so
So,
good.
I'm canceling my pre-order. I told you I would.
Yeah, Scoop has been
Owen,
pretty-
you
yeah.
saved me. Owen,
Oh
I
my
owe you.
God.
I'll send you. Yeah, Owen, you truly you saved me. We were done.
Let me go through
Oh,
this.
yeah.
So we have
Ah.
Mo, your fortune teller, and you mentioned at some point, I remember seeing in your whispers being like, "There's not enough poison." Mo, there was poison flowing through your veins the entire game. You were
I'm
poisoned
so sorry.
every single night of this game by Terran the Poisoner.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. So everything I gave you was basically me crafting the narrative for you that Kirsten or Caroline has to be the demon. Oh, now it's Taran. Sorry about that, but you got poison. I have to reward that. Kirsten was your monk. Caroline was your Raven Keeper. Owen was your Slayer, meaning yes, Gabe, I did make you
Oh.
a game. Because I'm not gonna lie, it was funny to see you push against your friend Caroline or Owen. So that was just funny to me.
That's cruel.
Asia is your mayor, who would have been Mo's red herring if Mo was ever sober, but yeah, the poison happened. So funny enough, you got info you would have gotten anyways the first 2 nights, Mo, when you picked Asia twice. But then from there, I gave you the no, just flub it a bit. And then Fishback was your imp.
Caroline, you
So
ready to
if
kill
Owen
someone? You
hadn't
nailed it.
used his dead vote, we would have won like
Yes,
3 days.
it's all my
ago.
fault. It's all my
Awesome.
fault.
Right.
There's so many things.
That
okay?
was
It's not
truly
just
a
that
moment where I
one
was like,
thing.
wow, it's just over just like that. Wow.
It's all the combinations because it was like everyone was saying, "Oh, it's me and Steven," and I
Yep.
know I'm good. So then they're
Mhm.
like, and
Exactly.
then
It was like
Mo was so convincingly good to me, and then them two were aligned. So I was like, okay, so
yeah,
That
it's like
was so
I get that because like especially when
Sorry.
you're being paired with the other person, it's like, oh well, that's wrong, so I'm supporting this person. Like I
Yeah.
get that 100%
Yeah.
because that
Also,
happened to me in a game a couple days ago too.
I call hogwash
Oh
on
my
that
God.
Steven's camera is not isn't working.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was
There's
I do-
intentionally pulled his Ethernet cable out to like, build the case.
I'm
Caroline,
pretty
I'm
sure when
happy,
I've been
happy.
monk in the past, I have been like protected a bad person the whole game every single time. So I just would like to not have this role ever.
Yeah, Taryn, you're protected every single night in this game by Kirsten while she was alive. So that was fun.
Well, thank
Wow.
you.
Wait, Steven,
No,
could you
take
walk
that smirk
through,
off your face, TaranArmstrong.
Could you walk through your logic of why you killed Owen?
Yeah, I just knew he was the Slayer, and I knew that Taryn was poisoning Mo, and I worried that I thought there was enough heat on you that no one was going to suspect Owen, and that like the downside of a stray Slayer shot outweighed the upside of keeping a potential suspicious player in the game.
Got it.
Yeah, I think
So
it was a risky pay that paid off. I think long term more than it did short term because it did nearly get us ousted. But I think
Nearly got us killed. Yeah.
Did y'all
But it
ever
did pay off
try to
long
kill
term.
me?
No, I knew you were the mayor. In Asia, your first 3 to me were two demon bluffs and mayor. So I knew.
Oh yeah,
Mm,
bluffs were what soldier, undertaker, chef.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah. Also, yeah, Caroline. Remember the very first game I played with Caroline? I've said it on stream before. It was like I was the imp, and Caroline day 1 said, "Yeah, Dwight's the demon. I will be voting on him until he's dead." And day 2, I died. And
Very
this is what I got. I was like, okay, Caroline knows Fishback and will not relent until he's dead. So,
What
Yeah,
am I
Mo-
reading?
Never happened.
Help
Never
me get
happened.
better. I need coaching. Yeah.
Mo,
Just what was it?
basically, I poisoned Mo because she was next to me, and then I talked to her in the first round, and she said she had a good roll, but she didn't have information yet. So I was like, okay,
I
that's
thought I
good
had
to
an
know.
okay roll.
Yeah.
Right, and then every other role I learned was like monk, mayor. I knew pretty quickly Gabe was drunk, so I was like, there's nobody else to poison. I'm just gonna keep poisoning Mo.
No
I
first
mean, it
info
was a
roll,
good
right?
guess.
That's tricky. I guess
No.
the chef we could have run with. We could have really
Yeah.
run with it, actually.
Yeah, no start knowing info. It's like, okay, I'll put in like powerful rolls in there, like a lot of the power
Fun.
rolls. So, just see how it goes and ended up being fun. So, I think I need to end stream because I have somewhere to be in a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Sounds good.
thank you guys. Appreciate it. Hope you
Cool.
guys
Thank
enjoyed.
you.
Gabe, hope you had fun.
That was
With,
so
Oh, I
fun.
can't wait till next time. I
Gabe,
cannot
sorry I
wait.
killed you the first night. I
Lovely.
almost didn't, just
Game.
because
It's
then
all
you were
right.
obvious empath. It would have been weird to leave you alive, and plus it put heat on Caroline. I know. Sorry about that.
I needed to be put out of my alcoholic misery. It was okay.
Mm,
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate
Thanks,
it. Have a good one.
Dwight.
bye.
Until next
Bye.
time.
I know.
Good games.
Jeez.
Okay. Wow. What a game. That might be one of my favorite Clocktower games we've run. Like everything went according to plan, but also it almost very dramatically failed. Yeah, that's also, I think part of it is I don't usually bluff info rolls. So it was fun to kind of do that when I don't normally do it, and it worked very well. And then, it's always my favorite thing. My favorite thing is to pull sus on myself. It's the best play because A, it's super effective, and B, it's a great long-term play also. So it's my favorite way to win. Yeah, fun games. So tomorrow we're playing some Goose Goose. And then I believe we're going to be ending maybe a little early to do the Survivor 50 draft, which I think might be patron only for now. And then Monday we have Tastemakers. And then from there, Wednesday I've gotten more genius. Carolyn's face when we said we're good. I wish I'd seen that. There might not be Goose Goose tomorrow. That's also possible, especially because of the draft. I think he asked me and I said yes, though. He asked me on Thursday, and I said yes. It's possible he's canceled since then. Not enough people. Okay. Honestly, that's kind of a relief, because Goose Goose into draft would have been a little rough. So no Goose Goose tomorrow. But if you head over to the Patreon, I've got some Devil's Plan reaction videos. Just did episode 8. I think there's 4 left. Very, very fun stuff. I really enjoy making those. They are pretty time consuming, but they're very fun. Oh, I should try to find old pet peeves. That's a good idea. Then after Devil's Plan, I think the idea is to just keep doing that kind of content over there on Patreon. So I'll take suggestions. We can do other shows like that, like the OG Genius from Korea, other like spin-off shows in that area. We can also just do like random shows that pop up. For instance, say when the Traders drops, maybe we do some Traders reactions over on Patreon. When other shows drop, I feel like that's a pretty good place to do some fun stuff. So, watch Devil's Plan because of the recommendation. You loved it. Nice. Dwight, welcome. Welcome with the raid. Thank you. That was a fun one because Dwight, I was saying earlier, I don't usually bluff as an information role. Because it's hard. And also, if I always claim the same non-information roles, then it's harder to be suspicious of me when I actually have one, or when I actually don't have one. But it was fun to pretend to be one. I thought the biggest thing that I was worried would get me caught, but I wasn't too worried because I wasn't the actual imp, was why was I so okay with not executing multiple times as the Undertaker? And I had the explanation ready for the first one, which was, oh, I didn't realize that's how it worked, because it was true. But then the second one, when we pulled the vote off of Steven, that was pretty damning. But luckily, I was able, if questioned about it, I was going to try to spin it into just pulling more sauce on myself. But fun game. Anyway, I was telling my audience here, I do have a Patreon that I started up. I'm dropping Devil's Plan reaction analysis videos where I play portions of the episode, react to them in real time, and analyze the games. I'm pretty proud. I'm pretty proud of episode 8. I feel like I clocked some things on episode 8. Have I ever been fully snowed by evil in a game of Blood on the Clocktower? I think so. when the nom was on me at the end. I said I'm good. I feel like there have been multiple times when I've been completely snowed. In both directions, actually. I've been super convinced that somebody was bad, and it was wrong. I think most notably when AJ was actually good, and I was playing like the entire game under the complete assumption that he was bad and running every theory through it. Because I was so convinced of my read. And then I feel like Owen has gotten me pretty good before as evil. Sam definitely got me his first game for a while. I think I eventually came around on it, but I hadn't read him as bad. Yeah, Sam is good. He I found him difficult to read, and I still feel like I haven't played with him enough to really get a good sense. Carolyn is also good, by the way. I don't remember playing with her as evil, like how she was, but I was definitely intimidated when I was so scared she was gonna find me out in this game. She just has like a knowing sense about her. I think what I try to do is even when I don't know, I sometimes pretend like I do to make people scared. I call that the Felicia. Anyway. Oh, I didn't quite hit 10k steps here because we only played one game. Have I ever been evil with Franny? That's a good question. I don't know. Franny's gotten a lot better, by the way. I feel like her first few games, I was like... I was really pushing her buttons a little bit. But I feel like she figured me out. And now I can't read her as easily. I can't think of the last time I had like a solid easy read on her. It's interesting watching reality players versus other online games because even if they don't get the game as well, sometimes they just have amazing social reads. I mean, it makes sense, right? Want to play another? I mean, I could. But I don't know if we have the people. She'd great as Omer's marionette. Was that last game? Last week? I have story told before, very poorly. I did, as a reward for the plushie sales, I did a game with some plushie buyers, but I did not do it well. It was my first game solo storytelling, and I forgot to tell the demon who their minion was, or the minion who the demon was. In the first round, I had to tell them like during the round. It's like, so sorry. Steven, if you want to set something up, I'd be down to run one. We'll see if we can make it happen. Yeah, I mean, I am at 9,500. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty close to 10K, but yeah, this is what happens if you stick around to the end. You know, some people leave early. They're like, who wants to hear Taran ramble about stuff? He's just talking about his Patreon. Jokes on them. It's pretty funny things the chance you won't get to people. I don't know. I don't set these things up. There's a reason I'm an invitee. Organizing and inviting is not my strong suit. Thanks, Harry. Josiah, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Robot Army. It feels like I'm the tastemaker. I should be saying this. Is there anything on Sunday tonight? Because I feel like normally I'm like prepping for Last of Us and the rehearsal, and now they're both gone. Will I still do Saturday games during Big Brother? That's a good question. I would guess that I do less of them. That would be my guess. Big Brother can be pretty demanding because basically I'm live every morning and then I'm also live like most nights. Because there's episodes on 3 of the 7 days. And I'm at least live on Twitch watching them, if not also recapping them on the podcast. Then we also have the roundtable, which is the 4th day. And then we usually do the Q&A at some point, which is like a 5th day. And then, yeah, if like Survivor Amazing Race is running, then on other podcasts too, like Tastemakers will still likely be running. So you don't really get, like, the most of a day off I get is I do the podcast in the morning and then I have nothing for the rest of the day, but that's actually pretty rare. I mean, we'll see. I feel like I will likely be live streaming the Friday episodes, but if they're actually super terrible, then perhaps not. All right, I got a link. Luckily, I didn't close the browser, which is super useful because I have to resize it every time. Oops. Hold on. Whenever you copy a link from Discord, it's always like... Here we go. Ta-da! How many monitors do I work with? Just one, actually. It's just extremely wide.
Hey.
Hello.
So Taran, this can be whatever you want it to be. If you want this to be a smaller game, we can do that. We can do whatever you want.
I'm good. Oh, so I'm muted again. I'm down for, you know, as long as it's not like 5 hours long. What do you want from me, Dwight? They pulled me back in.
I put it in the Discord.
Okay.
All I said was I hadn't hit 10k steps yet. And then they were like, do it. Do another one.
Hi, sorry, I was on mobile. My sound wasn't working.
No worries.
Are you still on mobile?
No, I switched to my computer. Like, I didn't send the link out to anybody. I assume
I
Karen.
put it in the Discord.
Okay.
And I asked for a ping, but
Should we just like put it in the chat?
The Taran Discord or the RHP Discord?
RGP Discord.
Oh.
If we don't get people, like it's fine. We can just run
I mean,
away.
I'm sure we'll
would be
get
shocked.
people.
I'm shocked it's not filled already, to be honest. There were a lot of us in the chat, so.
A lot of talk is what I'm hearing.
I know Ben was around here.
A lot of bark and no bite.
I swear,
That's right.
Taryn, we usually fill up so quick. Usually, like, you can't even get into the lobby.
They must just be scared of you, Taryn.
I think a lot of the people, well, maybe not all of them, but a lot of them got started watching Taran stream specifically. So
drag
Yeah.
them, drag them all. Drag them now. Drag them to their faces.
I think some people might not want to play on stream, which I would understand.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, where's Addie? She was just in the chat. There they come.
Blue name tag. Like there's some subconscious manipulation going on there.
There always is.
We prefer overt manipulation, personally.
Mm.
I'm always truthful, so.
Oh, good to know.
I lied to you. Anyway.
Dude, Dwight at your house?
Wait, what just happened?
Was that a Dwight
That's
soundbite?
Shane's whatever, he has that. And a lot of other things that he'll randomly start playing.
Efficient Clocktower, everybody.
It's creepy to hear his voice.
That's what I'm told.
Okay, see you, Taran.
They just had to drop everything they were doing in real life to come.
Yeah, I was playing Night Rain, so I had to drop that.
I might play that today if I have time. Is it good?
I mean, I like it. It's different from Elden Ring, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's more fast-paced. Did beat a boss, though.
I feel like I've heard mixed things, but I don't know if it's just like people wanted it to be Elden Ring or if it's just actually mixed.
It's like all their games combined, because there's like a role that's kind of like Sekiro, where you can deflect, so...
I still haven't played that one.
Ooh, missing out.
I've been working my way through. I just did Bloodborne finally. And I've been meaning to play Bloodborne since it came out. And then I was like, all right, finally getting to Bloodborne. And as I was playing it, I was like, man, this looks old. And then I realized it had been out for like 10 years. And I was like, I waited 10 years to play this. That's ridiculous.
I didn't own a PlayStation then, so I could never play it. Now I own everything, I guess.
I feel like there's a bunch of games I want to play. Like, yeah, like Blueprints, which I thought was Blueprints when I heard about it.
I was going to play Blueprints right now, except then now I'm playing Clocktower, which
like
happens
100 photos on your phone. So many
I assume
notes.
that we are going to play with 9 people, and we can just...
Yeah, we can just do this.
Let's go.
10's a pretty good number, I think.
Yeah, I'm good for a quick
A
speed
couple
TV.
more just dropped into spec. I don't know if they want to.
Cam's on it.
They can message me if they want to.
I mean, 10 is an ideal number. Well, no, 12 is an ideal number.
I did pre-order a Switch too. I did do
But
that.
10 is better than
Yeah,
9.
Expedition 33
I think so.
is another one I want to play.
Outsiders or two
The Oblivion remake.
I mean, we could have 2 minions if
I think I like 9 better than 10.
I like
Really?
There's just so much I want to play.
I think 9's harder for evil.
And it's
the
like-
ratio of 2 to 7 is, I think, like the lowest possible.
You know, when
percentage you
when
can
am
have.
I gonna have time to play all these games?
I prefer 11 over 12.
I just
Honestly,
like
probably
2
right now
minion
instead of
games
streaming an
because
extra
I
game of
think
Blood.
that it's-
God
makes the
damn.
solve a lot more interesting.
I think so too. And you always get to the end. Well, almost always to the end.
Unless you get, Slayer shot day 1. You never know.
Or you're the pixie snake charmer that gets the snake charmer ability and
Higher chance of having a
returns the
Scarlet
demon.
Woman.
Day 2. Sorry, Mara.
I love the name Billy Bonka. And
Yeah, I was like, who is that? That's someone
That's
new,
a cool
right?
name.
Beautiful.
Sometimes I wish I had a cool nickname.
We can give you one.
No, that's okay.
We can call you Con Man. I like that.
Yeah, that'd be great, Steven. Thanks.
I think there were 2
I
more
love
who
it.
asked to join.
Going.
Hey,
Hey, Ray.
you're getting the Switch 2 at midnight. Nice.
Didn't even run it with a gardener, so tokens landed where they landed.
Interesting.
Everyone should see one, and we are going to go to sleep.
Hi, Billy. Are you new?
So, I want to be killed at night.
Yeah.
Claiming Undertaker again could work.
The sound might not be. Yeah, they might need to
I hope we ran the setup.
I've thought about this as Raven Keeper, which is claim Raven Keeper. You know what I mean?
Oh, damn, we went tonight. I disappeared for a second, and I have a
Because
token.
surely, if somebody's claiming
does it
Raven
say?
Keeper,
And
they're not
before.
actually the Raven
Oh,
Keeper.
got it.
They're just trying to stay alive.
We're playing TV, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I remember when Christian did that? Not particularly. It sounds vaguely familiar. I could give a 3 that is Undertaker, Raven Keeper, Fortune Teller, or Empath. And then maybe that feels
Can
believable as I'm throwing
Yes.
Raven Keeper
Yeah.
in there to be like, don't
okay,
kill me.
Great. Okay. I'm Billy. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Have
Hi,
you ever
Billy.
played Clocktower before?
No, but I've seen like a lot of people play.
Oh,
I've been
welcome.
like
Welcome.
hiding in Dwight's chat, being like, "This looks fun."
Well, we're glad you're here.
If you have any questions about the rules, let us know. We won't lie about that.
Got the rules down. I think it's just a
With the app.
talking and the app. Yeah.
If you also have questions about the app, we won't lie about that either.
Okay. Oh, do I trust you, Addie?
Oh my gosh, how is that you?
Oh, you have watched Dwight
Never.
streams.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Oh no.
She knows all of our
I'm
tricks.
trustworthy, I promise.
Yeah, Addie's usually good. She just usually doesn't act good.
I
What
don't know
does
about
that
that
mean?
one.
Anyway, I'm good.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good time to... Is this
I
a good
hope
time to
Ben is
experiment,
evil,
actually?
So Taran can really get to experience that.
Well, I guess
Oh,
theoretically,
it's an experience for sure.
a
Oh
lot
my
of these
gosh,
people have
it's
seen me play a
hilarious.
bunch. And if
It's
anything,
so
these people
good.
might be more familiar with my game, my play style, than the people I actually play with.
I've never drew an evil token in Clocktower.
Because if they've watched me play, they
That
hear my
sounds
thought
bad.
No one has
process.
to worry. Fishy's evil every time, though.
No,
That's
no.
true.
I am executed first or
I
second.
feel like Fishy's usually good,
framed every
actually.
time, but I'm not
So maybe
evil.
it is a good
Because I
time
feel
to
like Fishy,
experiment.
look, if you look at, I think my thing's private actually. It's because if you look at Fishy's and mine's top rolls, I don't know. Oh, actually, Fishy's is poisoner and imp.
Stop
Okay.
don't say that, Addie. In your defense of me.
If I were playing with like
Mine, not help.
total
Mine,
strangers,
however, I'll even make it public so people
I'd
can
stick to the
see,
basics. You know what I mean?
Is philosopher, virgin. Oh, I made imp has finally made the top 3. Okay.
Philosopher is
It
your
hasn't
first
for a
one.
while.
Play to my
Interesting.
strengths.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been the philosopher a
Oh
lot.
yeah, mine's imp, as expected.
I
I
got
used-
Slayer, Mayor, and Saint, so nobody ever believes me.
Oh, that's unfortunate. It really is.
Mine used to be a philosopher, virgin, mayor, but apparently the game yesterday, where I was the imp, put imp in my top 3. So
Usually my experience playing with strangers is
I think my third place.
that like the
changed
first
recently.
game we
I
play,
think
I'm
it
always
was,
evil.
Like mayor for a while, and now
And I always end up
it's-
like betraying
no,
somebody
mayor's
at the
number
end.
2.
And then they never
philosopher's
trust
now
me
number
again.
3.
I like philosophers.
Morning.
Oh, am I?
Sound.
Is my video
I
broken?
have tragically passed away in the night, and it's up to you to figure out who did it and, avenge me. I'll give you a few minutes to talk.
Hello, is my video broken?
No.
Oh, it is for me, but that's fine.
Okay. Well, I am the librarian and I have you in a drunk ping.
Oh, well.
I don't know what your role is, but I thought that was important to tell you.
Good to know, because I have a good role.
Okay. I will write down has a good role next
Thank
to
you. Yeah.
Okay. The other half of my ping is Woony, so I'm going to go tell her also.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past. Hometown.
What a song. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going? What do you feel like sharing today?
I don't know. What do you feel like sharing?
I mean, I would be down to do 3s, 2s, hard claims. It's I'm an open book.
Oh boy. I'll give you a 3. I prepped because I knew people would want 3s here.
It's a big 3 crowd. Yeah.
I am an Undertaker, a Ravenkeeper, or an Empath.
Okay. I am either the Undertaker, the Ravenkeeper, or the Recluse.
Interesting.
Those the 3 I prepared, and then you had 2, and I didn't really think hard enough to come up with a different 2. So, oh well.
I mean, Recluse as a 3rd is quite a wild swing.
I know, just in case, maybe I'm a little reclusive today.
Interesting. Okay. I have otherwise heard of no outsiders, so.
Well, there's at least one, so we could be sure of that.
Okay.
All right, I'll talk to you later, Taran.
Yeah. Oop. I think someone just tried to message me. There we go.
Hi.
Hello.
I heard you're in a drunk ping with me.
That's what I heard also.
Yeah. Are you important? I'll give you my 3. I'm empath, Ravenkeeper, Mayor.
Why is
I don't
everyone
know.
sharing my 3?
No, that's my 3. Oh, no.
No, I was sharing Empath, Ravenkeeper, Undertaker.
Oh, really? Okay.
And I also just talked to somebody who was doing the same 2 plus Recluse.
Okay, well, I'll just tell you, I'm the actual empath, and if I'm drunk, I'm in trouble because I have a 0, and I told Steven already.
Okay.
So I don't know. He might be bad, but
He's the one that told me Recluse is one of his 3, so.
yeah, he gave me a 3 too, but we'll see.
Okay, good to know.
Well, so
we'll
you're
definitely
not
want
the
to.
empath.
No.
Okay.
We'll definitely want to figure out which one of us is drunk if one of us is drunk.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Who have I talked to? All right. Have you 2 talked? I can talk to one of you.
Oh, I can talk to you.
Leave Taran alone to think.
Okay, turns out my idea is pretty common. But I think that's actually kind of a good thing. Like, a lot of people are throwing in Ravenkeeper as part of their 3, so I feel like it actually is maybe working. Because it tracks as something I'd just throw in there.
Hello, Taran.
Hello.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. I like the hat.
Thank you. I'm either the fortune teller with a no on you and Fishy, or the chef with a 1.
Interesting. No on me and Fishy from fortune telling. The 3 I'm giving: Ravenkeeper, Undertaker, Empath.
Okay, sounds good. Yep.
Welcome back to town, everybody.
Oh man, there's actually so many people, and this is actually gonna be so much harder to keep track of.
You know who killed me, and you can figure this out.
It's so many people, and I don't
Is there a virgin
know any
anywhere?
of them. How am I supposed to keep track of this?
The
Okay.
virgin? Yeah.
Possible.
Okay, so I'm the librarian. I saw a drunk between
Librarian.
Taran and Mooney. If we want, I can nom the virgin, but there's also a 1 in 3 chance that I'm the drunk one. So would you guys like me to nom the virgin or not?
That might be a good test to see if you are drunk.
I'd rather confirm those drunk pings if possible. That's valuable information.
Okay.
What he said.
Our nom's open.
Of course.
Teller.
I'll nominate Billy Bonka.
Fishy nominates Billy Bonka. Tell us why.
I guess I'm the drunk one, or Billy Bonka is a liar.
I'm no liar.
First game, virgin.
Your defense, Billy Bonka.
I don't know. You can kill me. I might be drunk. And at least then I die a drunk virgin.
I don't think you can be drunk because either I'm drunk or Like I think I have to be the drunk in that world because
Yeah,
you're not in my drunk ping.
I think
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, I get this now. Yeah.
Unless I'm poisoned or you're poisoned but
I'll just believe that she's drunk for now. Sounds good to me.
It'll take 6 votes to put Billy Bunka on the block for execution, starting with Taran.
Out of the two, I think executing Fishy gives us more information if we do have an Undertaker, but
it's fine. I'm just
0
Me
is
and
not
Woony
enough.
were the drunk things.
Ben.
Or nominate Fishy.
Ben nominates Fishy. Tell us why.
That Virgin domination was strange. Fishy kind of felt evil to me, and if she's good and we kill her now, she won't be the frame in Final 3.
Fishy, your defense.
I did say I'm always executed day 1 or the frame in Final 3. I mean, I'm just the librarian. I'm spent. So you can execute me, but generally I don't think it's good to kill good people. I said I wasn't going to offer to die as good anymore. So
Okay. It'll take 6
I never
votes
offer
put
to
Fishy
die
on
as
the block
good.
for execution, starting with Ben.
Are we not going to get votes for this?
you got me,
Oh.
guys. Definitely me.
6 is enough. Fishy is marked for execution.
Wait, why did a
cheers
drunk
to
thing just come out of her thing?
Hmm?
Did you guys see that?
I saw it looked like you were looking for
Yeah,
cheers.
what's up with that? Oh. I was like, did that just glitch and show me that she's drunk?
I'll nominate Rye Guy.
Steven nominates Fry Guy. Tell us why.
It was easy to get votes on Fishy, so this is more of an alternative based on what Rye Guy claimed to me. This could also provide us similarly valuable information.
Steven is doing
Fry
this.
Guy, your defense.
I'm fine with it. I'm spent, so do what you want with it.
It'll take 6 votes to tie, 7 to execute Right Guy instead of Fishy, starting with Billy Blanca.
Has anyone heard a claim of any face-off outsider?
I have one.
Wait, you have a claim of an outsider?
Yes.
But you also that's separate from the drunk ping?
Yep.
So there's either 1 or 3?
Yeah.
I don't love there being 2, unless one of them's like a spy that's registering.
Yeah, there should be 2 upright claims and a drunk, or 1 or 0.
I mean, the reason I wanted to check if I was the drunk one is because one of the people in my ping claimed something that would want to know if their info was sober. So if I proc, that gives us information.
That's true.
Final call for nominations. Give it a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And with that, Fishy has been executed and dies.
And good wins.
You did it.
Yeah, definitely.
Quick game.
All right. Now we have to hope that we die. I could be drunk, but it'll still give me something. Because if I die and give proper drunk info, it at least gives Woony more info. Do I have Pam turned down? I don't know what that means. Oh, they're just in general quiet? I can turn everyone up. I guess theoretically it wouldn't be great to die this early. Because I don't know who to pick yet. I might pick Steven. Honestly, Steven is probably my pick at this point. Or Kane. It's hard to pick somebody I haven't talked to.
I'm a dumb bitch.
I think he's here every time. Wait,
I
Recluse
looked
would
around,
just...
I was like,
I
where
wouldn't
is
see
Dwight?
the proper Recluse? You learn their character, but Recluse may register as evil as a minion or demon. Okay. So it's not useful. I wouldn't see Recluse. It would be unlikely for me to see Recluse. That's good to know. So maybe I'd look at Kane. Maybe I would look at Woonie. Or I could just random into somebody else on the board.
Good morning, town.
I have no idea what that means.
Okay.
Oh, we're sinking kills already.
Oh.
Wow.
Wait, nobody died?
No one died.
Mastermind.
Speed TB.
That's crazy.
It's a zombie.
Zombie thing.
Double tap. Double tap.
No, we just have to kill Fishy again.
Now we got a double
Yeah.
tap fishy.
It's a mastermind day, actually.
Oh gosh.
You guys are killing me because you know how I ran
More
TV.
people saying
TV plus plus
Aaron
plus
wants
plus
to
plus.
play clip art superstars. No, he does not.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, wait.
I don't know what happened to the conversation. Do you want to have a three-way?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay.
I think you're not the chef.
No, I am not the chef.
Yeah, okay.
So that there's down my two to Taran hasn't heard it yet. Raven Keeper or Slayer.
Interesting.
Very.
Yeah.
Am I lying to you? I don't know.
I feel like everyone I've talked to has claimed Ravenkeeper as one of their three.
Yeah, that seems to be up to snuff with this group.
Mm.
What have you been claiming, Taran?
Yeah.
Ravenkeeper and Empath
Interesting.
and
Wow,
Undertaker.
yeah, that's such good info.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I have no information in this game. I don't know much or can confirm anything about anyone. So I'm gonna try to talk to more people today. I'm gonna put Taran down as Ravenkeeper, as well as everyone else in this town. Call it there.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, bye.
So are you really the virgin?
Yeah, I am. I mean, you can kill me if you want.
Do we think Fishy intentionally wasted you?
It might be, but I do think so. Shane told me he might be a chef, and that now Right Guy also said he's a chef.
Kane also said chef was one of his options.
So I'm wondering, like, was there like a gap between me saying, "Hey, I'm the virgin," and Fishy nominating me? I felt like there was time for someone else because she asked, right? She asked.
Yeah,
if
she was like,
anybody-
should I do it? And nobody sort of volunteered.
Yeah. So with,
yeah, if
like,
you were the chef, you kind of want to, I feel like, but
Yeah, I feel like that too.
so,
Interesting.
All right, well, let's scatter then.
Yes.
That would be my
He has that red background and everything.
right. It's given evil.
Hello.
Are you continuing to get the same number?
Yeah, I still got a 0. Steven, you had the empath, so he was trying to get Rye Guy out so I could get more info.
Hmm.
That didn't work.
We could still do that. I think I heard Rye Guy was maybe trying to claim Chef.
Yeah, he gave me a chef 1. So it doesn't matter if he goes now. But are you the actual Undertaker then?
I could be. I don't know.
Again? The fake Undertaker like last time? Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah.
No.
We'll chat first thing tomorrow, Winnie.
Okay.
So sorry I missed you.
I fear my bluff strategy is failing me.
Welcome back to town.
Because Wooney is a pretty confirmed empath at this point. Me as Undertaker doesn't make sense because I don't know what Fishy's doing.
Fishy,
So
did
far,
Undertaker approach you last night? Or this morning?
What?
Did an Undertaker get to you?
No.
Okay.
Damn it. See what I mean?
So we probably don't have one then. Interesting.
I haven't heard of much info at all, so people are just keeping their lips tight.
I heard of a chef 1.
I've also heard of that.
I've heard of that at 3. I assumed it to be accurate.
Yeah,
same.
Anything else from anyone?
I've heard of a fortune teller, yes, but it sounds like the fortune teller isn't the fortune teller, yes. So it sounds like there might be a double claim out there.
Sweet.
Can we have more information on this fortune teller?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't want to blow up their spot just in case, but I heard there was a yes between Kane and Addie.
Oh shoot. Okay. We gotta kill Kane.
Why? Why is that?
Cause I'm good.
I don't trust where the fortune teller pings are coming from.
Yeah.
And I don't even know where they're coming from.
I don't know where they're coming from, but like that. Yeah.
Based on what Kane claimed to me, I don't think that's a good kill.
Second call for nominations.
But I don't want
I'd rather-
Think you could be a good red herring character?
Yes, I'd rather be monk protected than executed today. if you have a monk, if there was no,
I'm sure you would.
Yeah.
Are there any
Yeah, that
other
way they
outsider
can't
claims
start
yet?
fast, guys.
No claims of outsiders? Still?
Is the fortune teller and
I've
the
heard
and
of
the drunk
one.
ping?
My drunk ping was between Taran and Wooney. But then I didn't proc the Virgin.
Is this
so
information about the evil pings on Addie and Kane coming from one of those two?
I don't know where this info is coming from.
I think
Addie,
someone
who
could
would
just
you
be making it
nominate?
up.
It did
I
not
think
come
it
from
sounds made up to me.
It did not come from me.
Ben.
King, go first.
Kane.
I'll nominate Connor.
Kane.
What I was gonna
Nope.
do.
That's the wrong button.
Uh-oh.
Kane. nominates Connor. Tell us why.
Secret witch. Oh my gosh.
If I'm looking at where a chef 1's coming from, I think it's somewhere down at the bottom there. Could be just based off of Connor's claim and just where I trust other people around the board.
Connor, your defense.
Yeah, you could get me off the board if you want. I don't think I'm the most valuable role out there, but I don't think if we're looking for evil players, then I'm a good kill.
It'll take 5 votes to put Connor on the block for execution, starting with Steven. Five is enough.
Seems like a lot of votes.
That's the minimum.
It's just enough. I dropped so it wasn't 6.
Yeah, I thought there was like 7 up, so I was like, oh.
Shane.
I'm gonna nominate Kane.
Shane nominates Kane. Tell us why.
I think that whole right side is sus. And Kane talked crap about Expedition 33. Said it was the worst game ever. So I want him on the block for this.
Kane, how could
For
you possibly
me,
defend that?
if I was playing with the people I
what is it,
normally play
Shane's
with, I would
a
be
big dumb
highly
bitch
skeptical of
or
the
something?
outsider
I don't know.
counts.
Yeah, whatever that soundbite is.
It'll take 5
It's
votes to tie,
possible that
6
with
to
these players,
execute
they're more
King
likely to
instead
lie
of
about being
Connor,
outsider.
starting with Fishy's dead vote.
But there's something just very off about it because Fishy's detecting one drunk, didn't proc a claimed virgin herself. We're hearing about one other hard claim of outsider.
That was worth it.
Steven.
Forgot about that. I would like to claim Slayer and take a shot at Shane.
What is your weapon of choice?
Interesting.
Shane himself.
Steven takes Shane and hurls him at Shane, and Shane does a bit of a cartwheel situation and sticks the landing. Nothing happens.
Where the shot?
I am so freaking flattered. You know how
Ben.
I'd like to claim Slayer. I'm not going to shoot anyone. I don't want to be the frame. You can kill me for the demon. I'll save my shot. I'll save my shot. Sorry.
Oh no, guys, Ben's doing that.
Connor.
Can I nominate Addie?
Okay.
Connor nominates Addie.
I will say
Tell us
Addie's
why.
reactions
I
are sus.
personally like to vote for people who are in demon pings. So I would like to do that. As far as I know, I'm not in one, and would be a waste of a kill.
Addie, your defense.
This is a good kill if you like people dying at night. Anyway, I'll say it that way.
It'll take 5 votes to tie, 6
Claiming
to execute Addie
monk.
instead of Connor, starting with Shane.
Monk claim. Monks aren't real.
If Addie's evil, she would claim Monk just to annoy me. 'Cause
I read
last
that
time we
just
were
to make
evil
them
together,
mad, just to make them mad.
together, she took the Monk bluff, knowing how much I hate when people bluff Monk.
I'm hearing nothing from this game to make an informed decision on anything.
Okay, I will go and claim to everybody. I'm the soldier. I'm not the monk. I'm the soldier.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is also a good red herring. So if there is a fortune teller pick, I believe it would say yes on me.
She
but it's
wasn't
just
even
wrong.
she wasn't even voted for though.
So I could be the reason there was no death last night.
So why say soldier
you
instead of letting them feel monk?
And you and Shane are a chef one.
It's just
Or
so sus.
Ben and
you know?
Adam. You're saying Ben's out of evil right now.
And Ben's probably evil too.
I mean, they're whispering a lot.
If this
It's
is one,
great
it's
for
probably
people
Ben.
to
Is that a
think
real
that she's
soldier?
monk because then
There's so many whispers.
they
going
might
back
try
and
to
forth.
kill her at night.
There are 2 minions, right?
You only
Roll call for nominations.
go against that claim
I think if someone still has
if you
a
think you need
nomination,
to
they should
not get
nominate
voted.
Give it a count of 10, 9, 8,
It's strange to me that there are basically 3 Slayer
not.
claims.
5, 4, 3, 2.
2 of which, for
1.
sure,
And with that, Connor has
I would
been
assume are not
executed
working together.
and dies. The game is over.
I could tell. I could tell.
I thought it
seemed like such a-
seemed
it
minion
seemed like
panic
such a
either.
minion panic.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with the maybe more surprising start to the game, which is the execution of Fishy.
That I did not see coming.
What did I say? I said the game should be over.
Well, it would have been had it not been for the Scarlet Woman.
I knew I had a Scarlet
Oh my
Woman.
god, Tim, yeah, you totally called that.
That was a disaster.
Your second one, your
James, what did you put there?
Ben and then Kane.
I can't
didn't
take
know
full
anything
credit
about
because I was
anyone.
definitely looking at Addie
yeah,
there
so you,
at the end.
you poisoned the Slayer on day 1, who never took his shot, and then you poisoned the Saint. So had Kane been executed, the game would not have ended. Addie was your soldier. Steven was your monk. Billy Bonka was your virgin. Woody was an empath who had a sober 0, and Taran was your Raven Keeper who
Was it
not
me or
killed.
Okay.
I fully
My
trust the
drunk
Yeah.
Kane.
Who caused the no death?
Wait, who was?
Oh,
who was,
that was the shot on Addie.
Damn it.
who
I
was?
fully
the
trust
drunk?
Kane
Was I
once
the drunk?
Fishy told me to Slayer shoot Kane. There was no drunk.
Oh, there was
there's
no-
no
Yeah,
who was the?
There was the Saint.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Fishy felt so evil to me, and then she told me the whispers. Kane's claiming Sing, you should shoot him. I'm like, okay, I'm not shooting Kane. That's one thing I decided. I was actually gonna shoot Connor if he didn't get on the block. So
I had the exact
that looked
opposite
good for
read
evil.
on Fishy.
It's okay. I heard
That
Fishy
good
likes
read.
to bluff information rolls if she's evil.
I almost did fortune teller, but I just did that yesterday and snowed Addie doing that, so I didn't think I could do it again. And recluse was the other
Okay.
I don't think I've
Done
ever
many
seen a more
You
perfect
snowed me for
town
half
game.
the game, and then I decided I was too far gone to turn back. Anyway.
Was that Taryn?
I think that's like the most perfect town game I've ever seen.
You're
If
welcome.
I
Yeah.
didn't nominate the Virgin and I could make Rooney and you distrust your info, that would have been great. I picked the two
Yeah,
best
I
people to put in my drunk thing.
right,
Yeah.
guy. When you said you were chef, I was like, oh, I don't know if I trust that because Fishy asked like if anyone else wanted to nom me, and yeah.
Yeah, that would have
I
been.
wanted to see. I wanted to check out the drunk information. I mean, I was chef 1, but chef information's easy to figure out. So
Yeah,
I'd rather go
knowing
with drunk
if Aaron
information.
and I were drunk was super important, so definitely
Mhm.
wanted Fishy to know.
I also definitely thought Steven and Connor was the chef too, and not Shane and Connor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm half confirmed.
I act like this all the time.
I had either one. That's why Connor was a good kill.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
convinced that I saved someone. I was gonna be like, no, don't kill me. I'm confirmed, and it was just Addie. I'm so upset.
I was gonna
Me
poison
getting
Addie.
killed in the night, it's not something that happens very often.
Yeah.
I was between Kane and Addie.
Well, this was technically a game of Trouble Brewing.
Aaron,
We
did
were
you
here.
get 13,000 steps?
I am now
I
at
don't have time for
I am now
another
at
one, but thank
13,000
y'all for
steps.
this.
So
We're 12
We
of those
did.
of us who have
Mission
plans at the top of the
accomplished.
hour.
Yeah, we're about to go play.
And we finished
Another
before the
game.
scheduled games. Look at that.
There we
there
go.
you go.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for
Thank y'all so much.
playing
Thank
a
you,
game.
Pam.
Yeah, thank you.
Aaron,
Yeah.
if you ever want to play, we are quite literally always playing. So
Yeah.
feel free.
Yeah.
Sounds
And
good.
thanks for
All
that.
right. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Pam.
Bye.
That was a very funny game. When I made that joke, I really did think she might have been the imp. And then it didn't happen, so I was like, all right, moving on. But I was still, again, I was so skeptical about that outsider information. I was convinced I figured she was more likely a minion at that point. Because it just didn't make sense. With one outsider claimed upright, her seeing a drunk and no other claims, her not proccing a virgin. I was just skeptical. And then what happened when Connor was nommed was actually the thing that I was worried would get us caught in the last game, which is like the imp is nommed, but we have to get a nomination somewhere else. So it was like, let's sit here in silence while the evil team thinks up a world to get the vote off of the imp. And I was like, this reminds me of when I was doing that with Steven. I did incorrectly read Addie though. I really thought she was being sus there at the end. I also, like, in general was like those reads were vibes only. I was struggling to keep up. That's just Addie. I just didn't get why she would. I mean, I guess it might make sense if she knew that it was likely that the killer that the imp had already taken a shot at her and thus already knew she was soldier. That at that point she's already fine saying soldier because she already thinks she's spent. From my perspective, it was like, why not just let people think you're monk to draw more kills to you? Given that the vote already failed. But I think there's a world where it makes sense. I also was initially suspicious of, who was I, Steven? But then when Wooney said it was because of the empath thing, I was like, okay, that makes more sense. I just was, because again, I was suspicious of Steven because he did the nom on the guy that was the chef after we had votes on Fishy. And I was kind of vibing Fishy is bad, and so I was like, this feels like Minion Panic, trying to get it off of Fishy, because there wasn't good logic for it. But then when she said it was an empath reason, I was like, okay, that might track. And then we had the 3 Slayer claims, which was freaking me out. I definitely bombed the Ravenkeeper strat. I think that ultimately there were too many players in that game to try the strategy that I did, because I was hoping, like, I think in a normal game that we would often play, I think that there's a world where I could get away with it, but the problem is that the roles I was claiming were too verifiable. I quickly ran into another empath who was giving out numbers, and then I didn't want to go to Fishy, because I had the thought I can go to Fishy and say, hey, I saw you as the fortune teller, but I suspected that she might be bad, and that might dead give away who I actually was. So I was like, I just need to stay away from her and hope, but that doesn't work either, because if I'm either way gives away that I'm Undertaker. So I guess I might as well have taken the shot. I had a brief thought of saying, the thing is, I had a brief thought of, should I go to Fishy and say, I saw you as a minion? I saw you as like the poisoner or something. And then if I hit, you know, but it didn't make any sense, and I would have missed anyway, because I wasn't expecting that she was the imp enough. Interesting though. It's very strange. It's very different playing with a different crew. Like totally different patterns of behavior. To sort of like get used to. Anyway, we're closing in on 14,000 steps now. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the bonus game. Good. I went for an experiment. It failed. Now I know. Don't try that method. I have to guess that most people sussed out that I was Ravenkeeper by the end. But honestly, I don't know that it would have helped all that much, even if I had been killed. Anyway, thanks again for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed. Irie, thank you for the 42nd. No Goose Goose tomorrow, but make sure you check out the YouTube channel for some more Genius Game reactions. Check out the Patreon if you want to see the Devil's Plan reactions. Really enjoying those. And otherwise, that's what we got. I'll see all of you next time.